Burn, baby, burn. Hello, y'all. This is Kev, and this is Black Men Being Brutally Honest. And quite frankly, it was always black men being brutally honest, if you ask me. But welcome once again to another Saturday night here on the channel. If you are new to this place, please go ahead and hit this subscribe button and hit that like button. And if you have not been receiving notifications on this channel, please go to your bell icon below your screen and hit the all button. Hit all instead of personalized so you can get a notice to watching this program immediately. So, yes, we are here to examine shit from a um, human being's point of view. That is black and that is in America. Of course, I named this for black men because I am a black man. And, for some greater reasons more than others, I feel as if, most black men, if not all black men, should be proud of this. Unfortunately, we aren't. But, that's just the way it is. Some of us can only hope to see that in our lifetime. And that's just not just with black men, but black women as well. And, hopefully we can pass on such pride to our children. But we make many excuses as a people to get out of this, doing this, this romanticized pro blackism, as I like to say sometimes, instead of just being realistic about it and starting some actual tangible forward motion in our community, which many would say don't exist. But you know, you let every other community exist in a country that you were forced with free labor to build. So let's cut that shit out. So anyway, oh, I got one comment. Hurry up and buy. What is up, my brother? What is up? So I'm just gonna talk about a multitude of things. Not really any particular topic, but the title of the show is "True to Form." Are we making idiots too famous? It's this. It's a. I feel as if this is a legit question, but not to talk about the man on the screen right now. Um, yes, John Wick actor Lance Reddick. I first seen him on The Wire. I first seen him on The Wire, a show that I only watched a few episodes of. I watched less episodes than the average Wire viewer. I know about characters such as Avon, Barksdale, Stringer Bell, but I also know that Lance Reddick was on that show. Um, he also appeared in John Wick, the John Wick trilogy, which has a fourth movie coming out in a little bit, which I'm sure he's in as well. Um, yeah, but he was also a voice actor, a very prominent voice actor. He had a very distinct voice. He was most famous, I think, for playing the voice of a captain on the game Destiny, which is an online shooter game. Very, very well known, and his contribution to the entertainment industry is one that will not be forgotten. So, hello, Toya. How are you? She said, loved him as Broyles on Fringe. Okay. Yeah, so he definitely will be missed. Rest in peace. And his wife has also released a public statement thanking all of his fans for your support. So, yeah, this one's kind of tough for people who knew him and loved him. So, our rest in peace, black man. So let's get on with the topic. And yes, I got this image up here again, and I just want to say a couple things about it. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because we've all spent way too much time on this. And it's to the point where I'm even mad that I'm like now that I mentioned it on this channel. Um, the Russell Wilson Sierra dress debacle. You know, I mentioned a couple weeks previous to that, she was trying to release a song shouting out all of the single, strong, independent women that did not need a man. And then she wears a dress at the award show, which, from what I understand, was themed as a let's see through, let's make a statement, men can't control our bodies, blah, blah, blah. You know, and but what's perplexing is how we're still talking about this and how there are people that are still defending it and still just using this whole thing to jab at folks, call each other names and insult each other. Say, and I've stated this before and I'll say it again. Russell Wilson and Sierra, that's their business. If he's happy with it, then that's the only one that really needs to be worried about it. But also I like to say this, people have been calling Russell Wilson a simp for ages and forever. And I guess because they call him a simp because he has outwardly and publicly expressed love for his wife. Which I find kind of weird for anyone to call him a simp because of that. Um, husbands are allowed to love their wives, publicly and privately. So I would never say that something like that makes him a simp. Just constantly showering her with praise and wants to I guess at least convince himself that he's happy, and there's nothing wrong with that. We're not, who are we to say what their situation is? One thing I'm not hearing too much mention is, how the kids may feel. I mean, little Future is 8 years old, and unless they're doing the Amber Rose on him, trying to make him into a little male feminist, um, like kid might not be embarrassed. I mean, maybe not like Tia Mowry's son, who was like put on blast on video. Are you like nobody really thought what that did to that child? They just concentrate on Tia Mowry being scantily clad, you know, because she decided she wanted to graduate from marriage, which is funny. I'll mention that a little later. Yes, it's how the fuck do you graduate? Like in your hitting mid age. Like seriously. Think if anything happens in my marriage that I'm gonna be back out here in the street with a cheetah shirt on, with with a Hennessy on the rocks, with some sunglasses and about 5 rings. No, my black ass gonna be somewhere chilling. But well, getting back to Russell and Sierra, yeah, okay. I know this is gonna be shocking for me to say, and I know that we aren't very huge fans of marriage in this space, but he's allowed to love his wife. Okay, who was there to say that he doesn't like that? This is what I go home and have sex with every night. How do you know that he's not bragging on like that? He's not proud of that shit. We do some kinky stuff that I bet you wish you was doing with this woman too. Like he could be on that shit. So that's it right now. I mean, too much time has been spent on these two. Let them live their lives. If Little Future makes a statement saying, "I don't want my mama walking around butt naked," then it's something else to talk about. But also, I'm also a believer of if you put something out in the public, then people can talk about it. People can have their opinion on it. People have their opinion on whatever they want to have it on. So you can't just carry that mentality in one situation and fake outrage in another. Everybody had a right to have an opinion on this. But we can also we can also push back on those opinions. So anyway, look, kudos to them too. Let them live their lives. Fuck it. That's how it is. So anyway, Rogish, what's going on? All right. This is one of my favorite little images right here because it proves one thing. I mean, look. Not that I care about the race swap or anything like that. I will be pointed out. It it will be pointed out in the manosphere. Trust me. When that full trailer comes out, it's gonna make the internet explode because there's already like really racist undertones. The trailer itself got 3 million dislikes on YouTube. That's why they turn. That's why they turn off them dislike buttons. This is concerning the upcoming Little Mermaid film, which I made a video about like, I don't know, maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. When the images started showing up, I pointed it out where the only race swaps that were really made that mattered was the mermaid and her mother. Everybody else pretty much stayed the same. And I was like, that might be for a reason because that's 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 what they think of you you women's you B dubs. Me shake my finger at you. That's what they think of you B dubs. I mean, really, like for team divestment and team swirl, um, black men didn't do this. What you see up on the screen right now, black men did not do this. In fact, we support little stuff like if you want to go outside, hey, go and get some sun. Go and get all that shit. Who cares at this point? It's a feckless argument. People are going to date who they want to date. It's just going to melt the internet with hypocrisy when it comes out. I just like to talk about the stupid side of things. But surprisingly enough, when you bring this up to your average troop of, I would say, divestment females and uh, and swirlers and you know the chocolate sister that likes the vanilla bro, whatever you want to call it. When you bring this up to them, the response you usually get is, "All are not like that. Not all are like that. Not all white men are like that. All of them don't think like that." You're gonna see a lot of that shit. Although it's having a bunch of racist backlash, because they don't want, because see, they don't want black people in prominent roles. That's why they killed T'Challa, and that's why a lot of black folks act like they couldn't see that shit. Chadwick Boseman died. Let's just not bring back the character altogether. What a convenience. But if you want them putting you in a mermaid costume and treating you like a quiet slave mammy, that is okay with me. But remember, this is what they really think about you. While you're thinking about you can be rescued by another race, because we tell brothers all the time that we always putting white girls on pedestals, and I don't know where the fuck that is coming from. You know, uh, I mean, one guy might have did a slave thing wedding. You might see one gal around Halloween in a collar, acting like a slave. I mean, that's where this stuff comes from, but that's a very, 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 very small percentage of black folks. Shoot. But we ignore stuff like this. Just like with that guy with that Dilbert comic. I mean, Dilbert wasn't the coolest shit. I mean, it just that was the comic strip I passed by whenever I would open my dad's paper when I was growing up. Dilbert, what the fuck is Dilbert? Fuck out of here. Let me read some Curtis. Let me read the Boondocks. Oh shit, the Simpsons got a comic strip. Let me read them too. Dilbert never ever nah. I even read Snuffy Smith. But yeah, a lot of B dubs, and unfortunately, a lot of little black girls are gonna love this film because it's a representation of them. and they're not gonna be able to see through that propaganda lens right there that this is just another form of being accepted by them or wanting acceptance from them. And anyone that remembers the plot of this movie, she has to give up her voice and make the guy fall in love with her. So you're gonna watch a little black girl who has to shut the fuck up in order to make some dude fall in love with her. Now I know what you're thinking, guys. That's the perfect scenario. Like what she's trying to throw me some hints. Like without like she's not even talking. She's so quiet. What a great listener. Shit. She's willing to submit. She's willing to submit, y'all. How's she gonna make me fall in love? Oh shit, she's on her knees. Zip. Did they even have zippers back then? They had buttons. What was going on? But anyway, um, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. I can't wait for this movie to start having full trailers and closer to release date because you niggas gonna go off. Y'all are gonna go off about this. So yeah, speaking of swirl and you know mixed love and shit like that. Yeah, I ran across this Facebook page called The Spit. So it's just one word, but they capitalize the T and the S. So it's capital THE, capital SPIT. Not that you should care. Not that you should care at all. And yeah, some reality show Tamar Braxton on, she found love. What I found significant about this, and you can check this out if you want to, was the fact that there were over 1,000 comments of B dubs. Yeah. Oh man, it could be fake Russian profiles trying to keep us divided. It could be COINTELPRO. You know how we love to come up with these social media conspiracies. They've said that about the Manosphere. Manosphere is a COINTELPRO. No, it's not. So Tamar Braxton, after two failed black relationships, one of them being a marriage, gets her a white man who, quite frankly, you would think he was black if you heard his background. And that's a sad thing for me to say because that's how they that's the kind of image they have it that relates to us. We're just deadbeat dad. We got kids by four different women, five different women. You know, we don't take care of our kids. I hear this is such a case of this guy, this white guy, and over 1,000 comments praising their union. So, not that I care. I hope Tamar finds happiness this time. But she's also admitted to destroying her first two. She admits this. This is not just me trying to pick on black women like, y'all say this space does. She admits to destroying her relationships. So at least she was forthcoming and mature enough to say that. And it ain't like interracial marriages don't happen. Yes, they do. They do exist. How do we know? Every black person that's with a white person is publicized far more than the famous black couples. You have to see them famous black couples at award shows. Example, Denzel Washington. Or in embarrassing moments, like the Smiths. There's one positive couple, LeBron James and his wife, at least. Tamar Braxton, she's used goods. Look at her face. I don't know why women do that to themselves. Stay the way God made you, SMH. Oh, you might get some blowback from a certain community for that. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a time where we were encouraged to accept us for who we are. If we didn't like who we are, work hard to fix it. But we only went as far as like losing weight. Like we have always historically talked about too much plastic surgery. The first recipient of the such jokes it was Michael Jackson. Like we used like we really stayed on Michael Jackson. And every time you talk about a female, everybody's like, "Oh my god, you hate women." I mean, we stayed talking about Michael Jackson. Stayed talking about him. And we never thought of it as any kind of hatred. I mean, self-hatred because, the lightning skin lightning thing, but hey. Yeah. But I don't care if Tamar hooked up with this guy. I don't. I'm not some spiteful dude. Ooh, she went and got her a white man. Ooh. And I'm probably gonna be one of these ones making fun of the Little Mermaid. Yeah, I'm gonna be making fun of that movie. And then they gonna accuse me of being mad. Ooh, you mad? Why you so mad? Why you even talking about this? You should be talking about saving the black community. You know how these motherfuckers are. I should be talking about saving the community. I was like, okay, I'll submit a suggestion. Here's my obligatory suggestion time. Um, find a black business tomorrow and spend your dollars there if you're black. Let's all take some steps. Rogish says, there is no way that they believe in God and not embrace the natural self that a supposed and all powerful deity constructed. LOL. Don't read that. My phone is acting dumb. I kind of know where you're going with things. The astute, sharp mind can decipher that. We all understand that the autocorrect can sometimes fuck us over and give us words that we haven't used in 2 years. So it's all good, brother. I read it anyway. Yeah. So let me get off this. If you're on Facebook, go to that page I said the spit. Let me spell it out in the comments. And I just want you to see all of the congratulatory comments. I mean, shoot. The spit is spelled just like that. So, congratulations to Tamar Braxton for finally finding love in the right place, I guess. All right. Now, here's one that you hope that isn't true, because if it is true, a lot of the young people in the space are right. Hoes are winning. Hoes been winning. In fact, I would say if this is true, hoes won. This is what happened when there's a lack of mentorship in certain areas of life, including young men who get these multi-million-dollar contracts just to play a little ball. I'm not hating, if you can beat the system, if you can find a hack and use and use it to amass plenty of riches, yeah. But in the long run, this young man wouldn't be able to afford this shit. Hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power. What is up? The NBA star Jordan Poole dating Ice Spice, which probably won't last. I mean, shit. The little bit of her music I've heard is very sexually subjective. She is very much still on the cock carousel. She probably will be on the cock carousel for a lot longer. You figure, like, if you'd use the measuring scale like Boyce Watkins' wife, as far as how long can one stay on the cock carousel, Ice Spice has a long way to go. A long way to go. So, man, speaking of Spice, did you see that video Flofin on IG with, see, autocorrect, like, but celebrities on IG with Kanye West's daughter, uh, Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, Kanye West's daughter has on an Ice Spice wig, and all Ice Spice does basically is twerk and says some stuff on a behind the beat. Because the little bit I've heard of Ice Spice's rap or whatever, would I say that she was a talented person? And my answer is, since she's old enough, she's a very talented twerker. Yes, she knows how to shake that little thing down, doesn't she? Or big thing or juicy thing or however you like to refer to it. Yeah, she's great at twerking. I would say that. APTV, what's going on? Mimicking. Okay. Okay, hurry up and by. I got you. Yeah, she was little girl was acting like she was a female that overly sexualizes herself on a regular basis, and Kanye West did not like that as a father. And why should he like it? You know, a lot of people don't like Kanye West because he said that when he puts on a "Make America Great Again" hat, he feels like feel like he has superpowers. I was like, the fuck. I mean, maybe that was him saying that he takes pride in this great place we call America. But a lot of people didn't like it because of, Trump, 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 So yeah, so everybody in the showing up in the building, man. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah. So this says NBA star Jordan Poole dating Ice Spice takes her on a 500K shopping spree on first date. De- so whatever this story came from, I guess they had details. So I guess it's true. It's not far fetched because I mean these women out here they're marrying like Saudi billionaires. I mean, depending on who they are, or just dating them, like Ashanti and Rihanna at one point. Janet Jackson was married to one. Shoot, like Young Miami, who just went on a roller coaster with Diddy. She was sitting up there talking about how Diddy was pissing on her. Oh, it just does something to me when the warm liquids hit my body. Like she was talking all kinds of shit. Oh, they broke up by the way. Now she's all mad and shit. I was like, you're an admitted side piece. It's like if if you are a willing side piece, you have signed a paper that you are replaceable instantly. Instantly. I know some of you guys out there, you're probably with your side piece right now saying, Kevin, shut the fuck up. But I mean, damn. Ice Spice, look, there's gonna be some woman out there that's just like, oh, just because he spent 500,000 and doesn't mean he entitled to anything. Like he just supposed to automatically fuck. I hope this dude fucked spending $500,000. Nigga, there better be like, man, you said she better did everything for that dude. 500,000, $500,000. That's a that's a good house. That's a house in a well-to-do neighborhood. Everybody like 500,000 ain't that much for a house. Fuck you, it is. Shoot, 500,000. Man, that's at least three or four the three or four times the cost of your favorite vehicle. No, I mean no, 10 of your favorite vehicle. Maybe 15, depending on what your favorite vehicle is. Jesus. Or one Bugatti. Whatever. This nigga like, and I bet you she walked around with like two bags. 500,000. What does a $500,000 shopping spree look like to people who are quote unquote on that level? That man APTV said, I'm guessing Drake had enough fun with Ice Spice. man, man, let me tell you something, man. She gonna get passed around worse than Lori Harvey. She probably already has. I told you she got a while. If you do the Boyce Watkins wife measuring stick, she got a while to be on the cock carousel. And the way she's shaking that thing, yeah, she probably gonna get like 5 times the amount. Let me stop. What up, Phil Brad? But $500,000, you can't tell these women shit. They got some new role model to live vicariously through. Shit, they starting early with little Northwest. That's her name, right? Northwest. Hybrid catastrophic impact X83rd power says these rich simps steady making these women overinflate their dating market value, place value. Dane one, that is a simp on 1,000. Yeah, shit. At least Russell Wilson is married with children and still doing good in his life. This dude is very early in his career. If his fucking knee blows out, that's it. And he's not blazing a trail. I mean, it's not like he's a Michael Jordan or anything or a LeBron, or you'd have heard about the man by now. Hell, he probably ain't gonna even be a Russell Westbrook. Let me guess, he has a BBL. No, I don't think Ice Spice has a BBL. I think that's natural. I think that's natural. I think that might be a little gym workout too with legs and backside exercises, possibly. She might be taking them vitamin pills or going heavy on the protein shakes and shit like that. You know, they motherfuckers do all kinds of things to try to get a shape. It might be a little augmentation, who knows? By now, she got money. Hell, she got dudes spending $500,000 on her for a fucking shopping spree. And you know, maybe I'm out of the loop. Maybe there's somebody somewhere saying, "Man, shit, I heard about these shopping sprees going down all the time." Oh, Black Light Revelations too. What up, Rob? He said he leads the league in simping, putting up 500K per date. Yikes. Shit. I can tell you something, man. Dude can end up like Vince Young. Man, shoot. I saw some on Vince Young the other day as a cautionary tale. Dude just blew all his money at the Cheesecake Factory. His dude, if he loses his money just spending at the Cheesecake Factory, and it was more than that. That man used to go partying every night. I mean, he used to get the bar every time he walked in the place, get everybody in the bar drunk. Like he had a failed restaurant concept. Just talking about Vince Young. I don't know if he was doing a lot of simping, but I don't doubt it. You know, when you have that level of money and that level of prestige, being a part of a professional sports league, yeah, a lot of women are going to come out the woodworks, and some of them are going to want to make you simp. You know, a lot of us will say, "Man, I ain't finna simp like that." Hell no. This man did he did worse than anything PJ Washington could have did with Brittany Renner. 500K a date. This dude is trying to tell other dudes to get like me. He thinks he's the exception. This guy actually believes he's the exception, like PJ Washington did. PJ Washington believed he was the exception. He found out quick, and now Brittany Renner is crying in red pill spaces about, you know, she can't find love. I'm like, huh? Okay, like you did all that shit to that man in front of him, in front of the world. And then Ice Spice is a rapper. She gonna make a song about this dude. She gonna make the remix to that song that you thought I was feeling you. She's not that good. I mean, you know, like I mean, somebody else could tell her how to put bars together and shit. And then she twerking and shit. Like that's all people really gonna care about. What did we care about when Nicki Minaj first came out? Did we care about her rapping ability? Yeah, her personality got her over somewhat, but we cared about that donk, that big old booty. That's what we cared about. When Lil Kim first came out, what did we care about? We cared about that picture that she had that monkey hanging. That's what, yeah, that punani just look all making the dip better than her thighs were. Now, and Lil Kim, she actually had skill. She actually had ability. Ice Spice is no Lil Kim. Shoot. Nicki Minaj, yeah. Nicki Minaj had some, yeah, she had some bars too. She had more than Ice Spice. What up, Donnie? The man said, nope, not Nicki. I mean, at first Nicki can't came out, but well, you know, he said after that post nut clarity hit, he's gonna want GTA. He's gonna want a GTA the chick like the character on GTA does the prostitute. Now she gonna make a song embarrassing his ass, and everybody gonna be pointing the finger and laughing at this dude once he get his heart broke. You think Ice Spice is gonna stop there? Do y'all really believe that she's gonna stop at this guy? Like I said, when you got women that's been out there for a while, got Saudi billionaires for damn boyfriends, things are only looking up for Ice Spice. She's very early in the Boyce Watkins wife measuring stick. Man, Boyce Watkins gonna hear this shit one day. I don't give a damn. He probably already heard it. That man said light skinned niggas hold this fucking hell forever. That man said Ice Spice new song will be You Thought I Was Dating You. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. She play a player. Excuse me. They're gonna exalt her as one of the women that does it to men since men do it so much to women. I mean shit. They're well, let that shit happen to the simps. I mean, we get agitated with simps sometime, and then we see stuff like this, and we're like, "Ha ha, simp." Man, let me tell you something. I don't care how. Dang, just check in, Kale. Say it ain't so. Like I said, Ice Spice gonna be worse than Lori Harvey. She's gonna be way worse. Ice Spice is gonna throw. Ice Spice is about to go through the league like the Tasmanian Devil. She's gonna be doing multiple sports like bowling. She said she's going after a football player next, and she's gonna get a baseball player to cook. Lil Kim was sexy in that How Many Licks video. As a teenager, at the time, it sure pulled something out of me plenty times. LMAO. Man, look, Lil Kim before all of the surgery, and Lil Kim is getting back to the point where she's starting to look a little bit like a human being. But before all the surgery, Lil Kim looked great. She was very cute. Very, very cute. Very sensual looking, cute little sexual woman. That's what Lil Kim was. You know, us brothers appreciated that. But I don't know, somebody fucked her head up. It might have been her own choice. You never know. A lot of these self hate is something that is interwoven. They look at Ice Spice and they'll say we just think she cute because she light skinned. Nah. Yeah, moving on. Oh, this is funny. I got this off RPM's Facebook page. Oh, this one right here is fucking hilarious. Like, I don't know. You make it public. I mentioned Tia Mowry earlier. You make it public that you graduated from marriage. Like you was ready to be back at, you know, you was ready to be back at it out of the dating world. You know, at least she's younger than Patti LaBelle. See, Patti LaBelle is talking about she's ready to date again after 20 years, and she's like almost 80 years old. So I mean, she could probably find it. You know, at 80 years old. Yeah, Lil Kim was fine. Yeah, I just laugh every time I see something like this. Like I said, it's not it's not to it's not to make fun of these people. It's just that they put this shit out in public. Hold on, Danny. I got you. Yeah, yeah. I still listen to some of Lil Kim's old stuff. Yeah, like I said, I'm one of those brothers that I don't make fun of her for going down the route of surgery she's gone down. I'm just very disappointed because she already looked good enough. Them twins was ugly. To my T and Tamir. They weren't bad, I thought that, when they were younger that they probably go down a better path of fineness, but it didn't turn out that way. Look, Kim was what she was. She had swag too. She was likable and talent. These new female rappers are talentless and with no personality. They only profit off of their sexuality. Yeah, today they are. I mean, like all of the new ones, they're not like there's Lil Kim. When Lil Kim came out, she was special. She was special. Like she was a special kind of rapper. Like, her stuff was overly like it her stuff was sexualized, but she was able to pull it off. She was the queen bitch. She was the one that made that image. A lot of female rappers tried to take it and try to duplicate it, but nobody did it really like Lil Kim. So when reality hits, oh, it hits like a ton of bricks. Tia is finding it out the hard way. Yep, find out the hard way. Who was there to say that she's not going to be able to bounce back and be just like her sister and be in a happy marriage with a with, with a white guy? Can't see in red. Thank you. Super chat. Just so you talk. Just so you talk bad about them. uh, yeah. Thank you for that super chat. By the way, appreciate any of the support that I get through super chats and through cash apps or any kind of support, even a like on the video. I hope everybody watching this press like. Nicki, it is what it is. Says Nicki Minaj successfully copied Kim. Though I wouldn't say exactly she copied Lil Kim, cause huh, I don't know. I think she just sexual. I think Nicki Minaj sexualized herself. Some of her image took from Kim, but to me it wasn't enough. It was like Nicki Minaj still to me was kind of her separate own little show going on. Everybody that bends over and says they got a fat ass doesn't mean that they're trying to be like Lil Kim. D Scott, what's going on? Hybrid says Tia is not getting a high value. Not gonna get a high value man. And said Tia, she ain't that. Now look, when she went in front of her son like that, looking at her as a man, seeing what she was wearing, like the long boots and the little leopard print bikini or whatever that shit was, and then she tried to immediately use Beyonce and Rihanna as an excuse when Tia Mowry is not a singer on stage doing any fucking thing. She's just walking around her house as a man, what do I think of Tia Mowry walking around like that? I didn't think she looked that good. I think that is something for a husband to desire. That's how she looked. That copy the entire blueprint. Yes, a separate show, but it's knockout. It's knockoff. Nobody has pulled up that way since. Yeah, she did dump her husband. She did dump her husband. You know what Corey Hardwick is doing right now? That man is in his post honeymoon phase. Hell yeah. That motherfucker partying. That man is probably smoking the best weed. Don't tell me that you ain't looking at Corey Hardwick. When I look at Corey Hardwick, I say, yeah, that motherfucker is smoking a pound of bud every fucking week. Kev, Kamaru Usman lost a decision to Leon Edwards earlier. Cheating ass Leon Edwards. Oh shit. Oh shit, Kamaru Usman, who like I really hate to see fighters, especially black fighters, fall from grace. Like one of the most heart wrenching fall from graces that I have seen as far as MMA fighters is Anderson Silva. Not really a fall from grace, just a fall from winning. Kamaru Usman was a beast when he was a beast. Tyron Woodley was a beast when he was a beast. But when they started losing, man, the fuck. The fuck. Yeah, it is what it is what it is. Yeah, that's what Corey Hardwick is right now. That man probably laying under some cheeks right now. He's probably saying to himself, "She should have did this a long time ago." Man said Leon grabbed Uman glove twice, grabbed the cage to prevent two takedowns, and hit him in the gonads twice. God damn. And he still won by decision. When they take their first knockout, they are not the same. Yeah, I agree. They lose that beast. Like when Ronda Rousey lost to Holly Holmes. Ronda Rousey wasn't the same after that loss. Or they could, be like your boy Charles Olivier, lose for years and then start winning. Women that leave you are always doing a favor. Like, look, yeah, in a way, because it's known that it's always women that end the relationship. Men don't know how to like leave relationships they're not happy with. And then men always end up fucked up trying to make everything work. Those are the ones who try to make everything work. The women will have you say it's them when it really ain't them. Like I saw some woman post this week talking about like how she asked the question, how long would you tolerate your husband being sick before you leave him? And the answers, would be exactly what you expect out of one on social media these days. A lot of them would say not wrong, not long. I mean, which means they weren't in it for love in the first place. They were in it for some type of security, which means brothers need to move differently these days. Enjoy your life. Don't wait till it gets to the point of Corey Hardwick if it has to go that way. That motherfucker Corey Hardwick is smashing all kinds of cheeks. And his son probably misses his daddy. You left me here with this weird woman. Walking around here looking like a Vegas hooker past her prime. She need to go start working for the Claremont Lounge in Atlanta, where strippers go to die, because that's how bad it is. To be fair, Ronda fought Nunes. Nunes beat her ass too. I mean, Holly Holm was the first knockout. Then she fought Nunes, and Nunes destroyed her. And now Ronda Rousey is barely keeping her spot in the WWE. Because she's trying to be female Brock Lesnar, but the reality is only Brock Lesnar can carry himself around like Brock Lesnar. Not give a fuck, and people still give him stuff. They'll tell Rousey to go home. You know why? Because Rousey is a woman. And you can't be half not to say that takes away from her athletic prowess, but if you got a bunch of women that can do WWE better than Ronda Rousey can do WWE, what the fuck do they need her for? It's not like she can go back to MMA, whoop somebody ass that's real prominent, and then that'll legitimize the WWE or something like that. They don't need Ronda Rousey. See, Brock Lesnar was in WWE first. Then he went to MMA. And people already knew what he was the real deal because he was an NCAA wrestling heavyweight champion. So, yeah, Ronda has good mic skills. Yeah, but I don't think that she's playing the game in WWE. Yeah, they kind of like just kind of letting her know, look, you're here now. You're not over there. Plus, she's this. Plus, I think they still mad at her, and like places like that have a tendency to hold a grudge when you say some shit like, "Well, this is fake wrestling." No, they make you pay for that. A lot of times, fighters have one trick, and when that trick gets exploited, it's like a cheat code for future defeats. Conor McGregor, that man got beat by he got beat by Khabib Nurmagomedov. Like I remember that shit because Khabib went over there, threw his mouthpiece at Conor's corner, and jumped right in there and started fighting him. I was like, oh shit! Right after he tapped your boy out, and then like then Conor McGregor turns around and loses to Dustin Poirier. But he trying to wait to get back in. Like Connor's trying to wait to get back in. Like they have some 6 months wellness policy or something before they can go back in the ring and fight. I think John Jones had to go through that because John Jones had he got popped a few times before, but John Jones is just too good a fighter to ignore. Sir Ism. A lot of men are struggling to get women also. Yes, they are, Sir Ism. Are you hey, what's going on? First of all, what's going on, Sir Ism? Second, are you standing up for Tia Mowry? Because if you notice, I had the picture up there, but we got off in the MMA WWE stuff. So there you go. Carry that flag, brother. Carry that flag. Boy, boy, some of Black YouTube in this space was kind of tripping today. I saw that stuff. Boy, I tell you, brothers need to find a way to like be more entertaining and stop arguing all the time. But maybe the arguing is entertaining. Shoot, what do I know? I'm a chill guy. They went January 6th on Connor. Oh boy. Somebody timed you out, Dane One? Now, I don't know. I didn't put you in timeout. Who put Dane One in timeout? The fuck? Somebody playing from beyond, dude. In fact, hold on. Let me see who this is. It better have been an accident. Dane One, come here a little bit too much. Hey, Rogish, was that an accident? I hate to call you out like that, but I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna chalk that up to an accident. Rogish too cool for some stuff like that. Like he a cool guy. I believe he did that one by accident. We gonna we gonna give him a pass on that because it Tia look like a grasshopper. No, I don't. Day one, Rogish is a cool guy. He's a friend of the channel. I don't understand that, but you know, Rogish probably fell. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man. Rogish ain't that kind of person. Rogish probably fell asleep or hit the button accidentally. It's easy to accidentally mute people just scrolling. Can do it sometimes. Yeah, just hey, Dane One, just let that one go. If it happens again, then hey, I'll vouch. I'll vouch. So okay, I was talking about this Surrealism. You want to go back for me to talk about this? How Hose is winning because Ice Spice got a 500K. Because see, he bringing the word incel in here. I don't know. Maybe that's his troll tactique or whatever. But we can go back at that, and it's like we can say that Ice Spice is an example of how females are winning out here. She's not done with the cock carousel. This dude is not the exception. Look at the dumbass look on his face. I said all of that. This dude looks confused. He looked like he'll spend 500K on some pussy. Shit. He could have just he could have got 2K, a hotel room, and a bottle, and it had about a party full of women. I'm an NBA hoes, yay! You know, I'm an NBA, yay! That nigga spent 500K on Ice Spice jiggly ass. It's like, all right, cool. I'll take Ice Spice over Tia. I think 99% of men will take Ice Spice over Tia. You know who that 1% of men is? Corey Hardwick. Corey Hardwick did not initiate that divorce. She did. And now she wants to be back out here and talking about ain't nobody. Look, read this shit. That's not our fault. That's not an incel's fault. Actress Tia Mowry reveals she's struggling with dating since leaving husband. I have nobody in my DMs. I mean, how soon does she want it to happen? How soon? I didn't know Ice had a face. What you thought? She was just two butt cheeks, just like you're mesmerized by the butt cheeks, man. There's an Ice Spice. Let me see what my next slide is. Oh, look, y'all. Look. I don't talk about everything on this channel. I don't. But these two have been running across my feeds on my social media quite often. And this one right here is going to help me make a point. And honestly, who the fuck are these two anyway? I mean, I know their names because I see them every fucking day in some way, shape, or form or capacity. Blueface and Krishan Rock. Who the fuck is Krishan Rock? Who the fuck is Blueface? Like, is this one of y'all little mid rappers that, you know, in 2023 that a record company threw like $5 million at and say, hey, make these stupid ass songs and put it on Spotify or some shit like that? Like, I haven't heard anything from a Blueface. You know, call me one of these old niggas like y'all like to say. I haven't heard of this guy. I haven't. The only way I've heard of them is because I'm finally concluded that they may be part of a reality show. And both of them goofy as shit, especially her. Oh no, I said something about a person with a vagina being goofy. That must mean I hate women. Oh no. Man. But due to the behavior that is being called out in the meme, I can 100% believe that this is 100% true. Let's read. Krishan responds to Blueface putting her on blast for not doing laundry in over a month. Man, you better pay somebody to clean. Use those reality show rap dollars. And I may be wrong about the guy. I'm sure he's not a realtor or anything like that. What is he? Does he play the stock market? Is he a neo-physicist or some shit like that? I mean, I highly doubt it. I went toward the rapper reality show direction. You old, bro. Krishan Rock is. I don't give a fuck what she is. I gave a fuck enough to mention this. And I was gonna mention it not to the point of her, Krishan Rock. I don't know, being somebody that is probably, you know, since I'm in a famous place, she doesn't have to be very smart. Well, if she in a famous place, she doesn't have to be very smart. I don't know who that is. I don't. All I know is they pop up on my social media feed a lot. He is a biochemistry. He is e biochemistry nigga. Okay, that's what I thought. Sir Ism, thanks, bruh. Thanks for confirming it for me. He's a gangster, incel white boy voice. He's a gangster. Yeah, that's who the incels are, the white guys. But you know how black people love to rip words from white people, like the word nigger, just make it into nigger and everything's okay. Sir Ism can't take you serious when you calling people in this space incels. Are you projecting or just playing? Well, Ism has been exposed to a lot of those content creators that they call themselves checking the black manosphere because we don't do anything but talk about women 24/7. Is always women, women, women. We're bashing women. We hate that we're not getting dates with women, and we're always complaining about women, and just I don't know. Ism is what I like to call a defense attorney. He is raging, not really raging or anything like that, but he's kind of trolling people on this side, maybe because of some of the things that he's heard said on this channel before by certain panelists. He might even have um, he might even have a couple of things about things that I've said on this channel, which I always pretty much state that you are allowed to disagree. You are allowed to disagree with me. I'm not some old ignorant ass dude that's gonna call Sir Ism all kinds of names because he disagreed with something that I said. That's not that's not that's not what men do, quite frankly. So, I mean, he's welcome to disagree. I'm also welcome to push back. No, you're not raging, Sir Ism. If you are raging, you just admitted it. Look at them. All those emojis. Yeah. So that's between you and Hybrid. Hybrid's a grown man. You are too. And Hybrid said about Sir Ism, I'm about to kick in Sir Ism door and wave the fofo till I hear him scream, Hybrid, don't hit me no more. All right. Yeah. But I don't know. For some reason, women believe that washing dishes is slavery. Yeah. The cultural influence of movies. You know what movie I'm talking about? Cleaning is slavery. A dude can be paying all your bills, but cleaning and washing dishes and washing clothes is slavery. Boy, I tell you the truth. I don't know. I guess it was the kind of upbringing I had, but cooking and washing dishes and washing clothes is easy. On top of changing tires, changing the oil, taking out the trash, mowing the goddamn lawn, killing bugs, moving furniture, fixing things that I should be calling people for. Yeah, I do that. Yeah, if you have a woman and you're paying all her bills and all she does is sit around on her fat ass and doesn't do anything but talk on the goddamn phone, you are in a horrible fucking situation. You are never going to be appreciated for doing any of that. I pay all the bills. Fuck out of here, dude. You want a fucking cookie? You want a cookie? Oh, well, there it is. Getting more bitches. Sir Ism, getting more bitches. Getting bitches. Man, these dudes, like, I don't know. If you're like, I don't know, I guess 30 plus, I don't know. You're supposed to be getting past the, nah, I don't know. Why married men talking about single women? Because we want our daughters to have great examples of women when they're growing up. I can say what the fuck I want to say. If I say these bitches around here acting like hoes, I can say these bitches around here acting like hoes. I'm the one that got to point them hoes out to my daughter. Don't be like that bitch. Don't be like that bitch. Don't be like that bitch. I literally do that. I'm a father in the truest of senses. Because see, for some reason, women believe that since all their pussies are symbiotic and they depend on each other for reputation, I got to keep my daughter, who is still young, out of that kind of programming. So it's great to stay aware as a person, as a parent, and as a husband on what things socially can affect my kid. So hey, I can say whatever the fuck I want to about anybody. I mean, it is your kind of dude that is constantly talked into thinking that you're some kind of man by dragging dudes. You let a woman tell you that. I don't let women dictate what the fuck I talk about. I don't let men dictate what I talk about. How you know what hole 304s if you marry fam? Because I got a fucking brain. That's why. Am I supposed to be, I don't know what no hoe is. Like that, I can talk about what I want. Shit, me and my wife have that understanding. Remember that. Just like people were asking how Russell Wilson is gonna let his wife dress like that in public. I told y'all being a husband wasn't shit to these folks. I told y'all that. Me being a husband, especially in a space like this, means absolutely nothing to you guys. It means nothing. My position in my home means nothing to you. Stop acting like you care. Stop acting like you care. You niggas don't fucking care. All these disclaimers. Yeah. So you can tear that back to all your little friends. I can say what the fuck I want to say. Who gonna whoop my ass for it? What about the analysis? What about the analysis of the social archetype? Niggas don't care about that. Roguish niggas do not care about that. They only care about shaming you. They only care about and then they think shame, blame, and explain actually works on dudes. Yeah, it obviously worked on Sir Ism. It obviously worked. He was shame, blame, and explained by a female. You do not talk about women. You're not a man if you talk about women. How dare you? Oh, wait a minute. You might be right. Hey man, you ain't gotta insult him, Dane One. You ain't gotta insult him. We don't have to insult people here. I mean, let them do that. Let people like that do that. Let people like that come in and insult. Because I mean, well, I don't know. If like I said, I'm a grown man, I can say what I want to say. But yeah, even let's talk about some grown man ish anyway. Yeah, speaking of family members, because I love to bring up family members. Once again, rest in peace to Lance Reddick. I care about the family dynamic. You niggas don't. I care way more about the family dynamic than many of you do. Niggas don't want family these days. I usually cuss a motherfucker out for commenting on my family. Oh look, Sir Ism, how brave of you. Crying about a bitch archetype. Who does that? Call the content creators out who do that. Yeah, because he can say me all day. I was like, pull up the clips. But you know, niggas can't prove shit. They just say stuff and everybody's supposed to believe them. All right. See, this is my community tab right here. Just like I have a right to talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about, and ain't nobody gonna whoop my ass for it. Shit, I have a right to ask questions or make suggestions. So this was 3 days ago. I'm like, since y'all want to fight over this, I have a suggestion. Get this outfit Sierra is wearing. This outfit right here. Look like a net. Look like she can throw that in the sea and catch some fish. Get this outfit Sierra is wearing for your mothers, especially your mothers, your daughters, your aunts, female cousins, mother in laws, sisters, your best friend's baby mamas, any female you care about for birthdays, Christmas, anniversaries, etc., etc. Even ask yourselves, ladies, would you wear that in public? Just a question. Ism keeps going, and I'm going to talk about the damn time that the day that he started hating the Black Manosphere. What event triggered that? Because I sure remember because I was in the chat that day. Keep going, bruh. I control too. So would you get this? Would you get this dress for your mother? Would you get this dress for your sister? Your best friend, baby mama? Would you do that? Would you, ladies? Any ladies I know that's gonna probably run across this broadcast sooner or fucking later? Would you wear this dress? Would you wear this dress right here? Would you have the confidence like Sierra has the confidence to step outside looking like that? Now that you've answered the question in your head, probably followed by a fuck you, Kev. Shoot, you're probably saying no. I would not wear this in public. And what reason? Because you're a mother? Because it might embarrass your family? Because you have kids, which is the same thing as being a mother? Shit. Russell, look at the look on Russell Wilson's face. That's a man that is proud of his woman. So, would you get this for your mom? Would you get this dress for your mom? My answer automatically is hell no. Plus, my mother passed a couple years ago, so can't get anything for her now. But granted, she was alive. No. Even my mom in her most in shape days, this would traumatize me. Nigga wish they had a wife look like Sierra. You bros are lame. You bros are lame, bro. Holeless. Hey, I don't see for real. See, Rogan is the one that usually laughs, but I'm gonna laugh at that shit. See, why is the measuring stick getting pussy? Like, that's a non-issue with some of us because, like, I mean, for me, it's a definite non-issue with me, but like, dude, people don't come here to find out how to get pussy or be told that they're not getting pussy. Niggas fat as shit. Sierra fine. Your wife trash. You better not be talking about my wife. I beat your ass. Like, seriously, dude. I know that's easy to say on the internet, but I will beat your ass. Trust me, that better not be my wife you talking about. Dude, I don't care where in the United States you live. You should help the bear. Don't do that. Bruh, don't do that at all. Niggas suck like these niggas sucking celebrity dick just to endorse a and just to shit on another brother. We holeless. That nigga is raging out for the sisterhood. You you can always tell those dudes that look at life through the lens of a bitch since he want to talk that way. Okay, guys, you can have him. I'm done with him. Can't pull up. Hey, where you at? Don't say that about my wife, dude. I'll stomp the change off your ass. Woman says if she's going out on a first date with a man, she wants to see his dick. I want you to I will time you out if you type another message like that. It doesn't matter, dude. They think what they think. They want to feud with the Black Manosphere. They want to tell the Black Manosphere that the Black Manosphere ain't shit and all we do is talk about women. When, I'm a grown ass man that talks about men and women, and I don't threaten women. I said, these niggas are so mad that they cannot control the conversation, Okay, let's call some of these niggas out. Niggas like AM1. Niggas like Red Scenes of Blues. Niggas like Sir Ism. Nigga, Islam tried to come over here a couple weeks ago and say, oh, they about to crack down on YouTube. Niggas, stop. This is their platform. They want to delete my channel. Go ahead. I can't do anything about that. I can't. Don't lie. Is your wife fat? Why the fuck are you concerned? Is your wife fuckable? Yeah, let's ask that question. Your wife fuckable? If I pull out my dick, would your wife suck it? I mean, married or not, you know women do that. All right. Okay, but since he want to keep going, hey, I wish Soul Provider was here because he was in there that day too. Remember that day, like that? I don't know. Jessica X said something real snarky to Ism. Ism went off about an hour. He said he went off for an hour on Jessica X, and then acted like that. The biggest flaw of this space is all we do is talk about women. When a woman makes you mad, all that shit comes out. You say anything and everything worse than we will ever say it. Like, seriously. Worse than anything that Edward Anderson says. And I know y'all love to take jabs at Edward Anderson. Shoot. Let me tell you something, dude. Like, I don't care who I call out at this point. All y'all niggas gonna do is cry about it. Y'all gonna like crying about black men for some reason is normal to these motherfuckers. It's normal to them. Crying about what dudes are saying. Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm a grown man. Come with my ass. Speaking of women crying all over social media, po thing. That's all I can say is po thing. What did she do that was so wrong? What did she do that was so wrong? The only thing I see she did was she married a simp. This nigga mad because, like, niggas be mad because they say that I'm talking about black women. It's like, I ain't talking about your mother. I know y'all think every bitch is your mother. Like these mama ass niggas. Every bitch is their fucking mom. Cynthia G is their fucking mom. That's why they're so mad at dudes in the black manosphere. Well, my mom got a pussy. Cynthia G has a pussy. Oh my God. I just put two and two together. Niggas be so mad. Look at you. Be mad at dudes like this who actually do females wrong, who actually are snake oil salesmen, who actually got women hurting all over the internet crying. This girl is about 2 more social media posts from being a feminist. Yeah. Oh, look at me talking about another woman. Hey man, look, we'll get together. I give you my wife's phone number. You can send her the link to this broadcast. I can't. I had to tell them bitches on Facebook. It's like, bitches. My wife don't care about you bitches. She doesn't. She has the same goal I have, to make sure our daughter grows up in a balanced world and is prepared and equipped when she's too old to stay with us. Yeah. Like, by the way she posts on social media and by her tone and the way she talks, yeah, this is a very vulnerable woman. She's very vulnerable, not vulnerable in the sexual way, because, sex is the barometer for black people. The only way you're going to be cool is if you fuck everything. But poor woman. She was one of the good ones. She was one of the ones that went out there and she decided that she was going to be faithful and friendly and feminine. And, maybe she doesn't have it all upstairs, but her intention was good. She just happened to be with the biggest snake oil salesman in the world, Derek Jackson. By all stretches of imagination, a simp, a stretch mark lover. Single moms are for grown men only. Yeah, this is a married man telling single moms they were for grown men only. I was like, okay. Oh, Kimberly B, you must be in one spot in the broadcast. You have not seen Lil Kim's BBL. She does look human. Oh yeah, that's when I said that she's just getting back to the point where she kind of looks human. Now, some of them now come on, Kimberly B. Some of them post surgery some of those post surgery photos of her performing, that's not Lil Kim. That's not the Lil Kim that we loved. That's not the Lil Kim from the Feeling on Your Booty video. That's not her. I remember that shit. That was the nicest I ever seen Lil Kim. And that Feeling on Your Booty video with the sex offender or the convicted sex offender. You have not seen Lil Kim's BBL. She does not look human. She does not look human. Like, which one are you gonna go with? If you gonna go with her being looking human or her not looking human? I just said she's getting back to the point. Like after all of that surgery, these niggas are crying. See, he trying to go for the appeal to the female already. Look, just like a little girl. Girl, all these niggas do is cry, girl. That nigga be in the back. Sir Isn't be behind closed doors. Ooh, girl, I stay out of here, girl. Nigga hating. Nigga dirty macking. This, hey, Sir Ism. Hey, I remember when I called you a pimp and you said no, I'm not. I don't do illegal things, and I conceded that point. I was like, look, my bad, but you kind of being a simp right now. She can be here if she wants to. See, I respect women. See, here's the thing about me respecting women. I believe that they can hold their own in a conversation that they don't need saving when they're trying to make a point. Oh, let me read what Rogan said. Remember, old girl with super simp is a church kid. So that dynamic probably led. Remember also, the churches they were in was the weird shit. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Hashtag broken glasses. Hey, you know what, bitch nigga, they don't show their face. Hey, let me tell you something. Everybody don't need to show their face. I'm dead ass. Everybody don't need to show their face, dude. See, I don't happen to care. See, I don't give a fuck. I'll show my face. See, but what's the first thing y'all niggas say? What's the first thing y'all niggas say when we show our face? Oh, you ugly. You ugly. I mean, shit, I'm old. I don't care about looking good at this point. Shit, I'm trying to stay healthy. Fuck out of here. Kim, are you interested in dating Sir Ism? Yeah, Sir Ism is like 5'5". like, and I know how y'all feel about short men. I mean, that's their thoughts, not yours, not mine. Oh, look, let's depart from the subject of, you know, let's depart from the subject of talking about each other because that surely does bother Sir Ism. And let's talk about how what happens in the entertainment industry when we let others decide what our image is for us. And if things like this really bother us, these are some of the fights we need to be having besides the political struggles that we face as a people. Now, this on a small scale is meaningless, but if you want to know where like a lot of the self-hate is generated, you will look at the entertainment industry. and most of which are people trying to seek approval from them, which I don't care about at all. I don't give a fuck about being approved of by a white man or a white woman for that matter. I give a fuck. Most of these niggas out here, they trying to prove to white folks that they belong here because they hating on the bros. And I'll say that again with conviction. Y'all just trying to prove y'all self to the white folks by hating on the bros. But anyway, there's the April O'Neil controversy. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem producer Seth Rogen asked critics to tone it down. An entire article saying I suck at my job. Oh boy. See, he couldn't be in no YouTube space with people telling the truth. They'll tell you all kinds of shit about you. They say you hate women. And you know in your heart of hearts you don't hate women, but they'll say it anyway. This dude decided that April O'Neil should look like a short black feminist. She looked like she be having her fist in the air talking about some down with the patriarchy. And Seth Rogen has been pulling shit like this a lot. Like, yeah, I like Pineapple Express. You know, I like little stoner films like Superbad and everything, but Seth Rogen has lost his touch. My whole point in bringing this up is even though that this would be kind of meaningless, like, you know, to the cool niggas, like, man, what you talking about a cartoon folk, nigga? You need to be out here getting some hoes, nigga. You know, what I'm saying is, the point out is for the people who care, is that we let them control our image a little bit too much. They should not. They should be to the point where they're not making these decisions anymore because they sold you the black male image as a toxic one. Now they're selling you the black female image, and look at what they're doing with it. They don't even want these girls to be beautiful, even though I do believe black women at the most beautiful they can be are the most beautiful women on the planet. Like I look at Lil Kim pre-surgery. Shoot, Lil Kim was smoking. But Seth Rogen decides to take it upon himself to hide behind this diversity and inclusion flag to make April O'Neil look like this. Even though there are black girls on this planet that look like that. That's why it's like if somebody white creates some, keep our asses out of it. I don't care about Superman being black. And the original April O'Neil in the original Kevin Eastman original Ninja Turtle comic that did not play that shit because it was a dark story being told. It wasn't necessarily for kids. Yeah, April O'Neil was a mixed. I think she was mixed. She looked like a black girl, but I think they said she was mixed. But yeah, she was ethnic. So the whole color thing is not something that I'm going to argue about. It's just that they give us these little dumbass images. So fuck Seth Rogen. So that was the last slide. Let me read some of these comments. Rogen says pre-surgery Kim was good lord. Yes, she was. She was good lord. She was good lord. There goes Sir Ism trying to appeal to the women by making them hate men because if Kimberly B ride with the brothers or something like that, they would call her a pick me and a mammy, and they would do all things to kind of insult her because it's like anybody that wants peace, y'all hate the motherfuckers. Y'all hate them. You hate them. Bitch niggas that don't show their face. Dang one said I take Rod Digger over Lil Kim. Rod Digger, yeah, Rod Digger had a lot going on too. She just wasn't pushed like a lot of the other female rappers were. I mean, you know, Busta Rhymes, you know, really, you know, put her on the map. But yeah, I thought Rod Digger was cute too. Kim made a motherfucker want to eat cat that time. It was considered one of the highest hood offenses. Lying fucks. What? They woke up April? No, April was originally black in the original Kevin Eastman comic. Kimberly B. So very true, and we worship celebrities, so we emulate entertainers' looks, behavior, etc. Yeah, at one point, rap music, like people, a lot of people drag rap music, and I don't like it used as an excuse to justify fucked up behavior. But at one point, rap songs became a commercial. Like they mentioned in products, like Young Jeezy did it. Jay Z did it with Cristal. Young Jeezy did it with Vizu jeans. Um, Rick Ross his shit was advertised with all kinds of products like Maybach Benzes. Yeah, they really rap is really a commercial for whatever fuckery they want to facilitate. So it's not just about the gangster stuff and niggas killing each other or causing discord amongst themselves. It's about selling a product as well. Sir Ism wants to see how a grown man looks so bad. He wants, hey, Sir Ism wants to see if Dane One is desirable. Oh, I tell you the truth, man. Niggas talking about how other niggas look is very, very sus. Like, I just happen to believe that all men are ugly. That all men are unattractive. You know why I say all men are unattractive? Because I'm not attracted to a man, so I could care less how the nigga look. Afro Troop TV. What's going on? I'm out. You niggas some crying about a bitch ass nigga. Star Wars and Marvel comics is not real. Show your face. Be real, homie. Yeah, we supposed to be talking about getting bitches. Something that you guys should already have figured out before you got here. He wants to cause discord. He wants to fight. He even went as far as to call my wife ugly and fat on a broadcast just to see me get riled up and start screaming so they can clip it. Fuck you, anti-black manosphere niggas. Fuck you guys. You don't serve any purpose. You want to bitch about a man because men don't respect you for real. I mean, you only respect each other on this bullshit accord that y'all hate the black manosphere. Like, fuck y'all lives. Since y'all want to sit up there and call names, I can get savage too. It's just that I'm too old and too mature for that shit. I'm a man. Sorry, guys. Don't let the door hit you. Yeah, comic books are not real. No, they're not real. What do these niggas want to talk about? What do they want to talk about? For real, for real. They want me to talk about other dudes in the manosphere? They want me to be the 200 nigga to talk about BGS? Nigga, I'm special. I don't need to do all that. I don't need to be like a echo chamber of niggas who wouldn't bust a grape in a fucking fruit fight. Haha. um, Dummy. And that's the first name I called ism. Dummy. Kimberly B, the paradox is to be able to see others do crazy shit to mimic black women, and that doesn't resonate to y'all as a reflection of naturality. Y'all further attempt to artificialize is nuts. Yeah. Stop saying I'm ugly if you don't show your face. Dude, but like I said, you brought that on yourself. Like you started insulting people. I don't usually have people coming through insulting people. It's like that's what I don't do. Like I said, I believe that you guys should be mature. If you're not mature, that's on you. But that's not maturism, even if you are trolling. It's been an hour and 36 minutes. Dig is still good. Lady Luck is hella fine though. Ism is a white kid. He said he actually complained about the letter H having a pink background. He, hey Harbert, he said you should have chose blue. Sorry. Yeah, yeah, y'all make me enjoy these broadcasts for real, for real. Whether you insult me or whether you think that I'm actually doing something good here, all of you are enjoyable. Yeah, every one of you. Every one of you. It's a reminder that I don't have to get everyone to like what I do here. It is you guys are good enough. Dude is on some elementary ish. No, like I said, they're on their anti-black manosphere shit, man. Like it be sometimes it be 100, 200, 300 of them in the chat saying the same goddamn thing and afraid to push back or be different. Like, like TVA. Like you go on some of these chats and mention TVA. You mentioned the village arsonist, they be dragging the village arsonist because the village arsonist dared to be different. He dared to have his own mind. Like you gotta understand, some of these dudes are from echo chambers that, like I said, hate the space and want to see us as crybaby ass niggas that talk about women. Like, but then they'll turn around and start telling you how to get a woman, or think they're telling you how to get a woman. See, you got to do this with the woman. You got to do that. You just, I thought you were outism, but I'm like, y'all talking about, we talk about women, then you turn around and talk about women. Fuck out of here, dude. Black Manosphere, yeah, Black Manosphere is here to stay. Goddamn right. He said, Kimberly B, y'all see how y'all see y'all y'all saw y'all how we see y'all during the moments of progression and harmony. You probably faint. Basically, what he's saying is, yeah, when black women are doing their thing, we don't mind commending that shit, dude. It's not a competition. We love each other over here. We love each other, and if you love somebody, you tell them the truth. You don't lie to them. You don't kiss their ass. You don't pacify their feelings, especially when they're wrong. I'm not pacifying anybody. Not a grown man, not a grown woman. I see this as adults. Adults. We're all adults. Women aren't children. On the internet, we are adults. Say what the fuck you feel like saying. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be a guy that say men need to stop talking about women if I'm on women's channel shitting on dudes, which most of you niggas do. And then turn around and say, y'all let women into space. Y'all let women into space. This is not a man's space anymore. Same dudes that say that be over in female spaces. This water tastes good. I'm drinking Deer Park. No, my show is not an echo chamber, but those anti-black manosphere, um, those anti-black manosphere spaces are echo chambers. If I go in there and say why y'all hate the black manosphere, I'm gonna get called all kinds of sissies and fuck niggas and old niggas, and that people gonna tell me I ain't getting no pussy, and just the same basic ass shit that everybody always says when you don't agree with them. That man called Rogan. He keep, and then the way these guys should be on you, they're not really on you like that, like you on them. Longo Savage, what's going on? Well, what are you, sucker? A black man. Something that I don't believe that none of you niggas are proud of. Yep. So all right. So so once again we're incels. You ain't getting no pussy. You married, bro. Hello. Why is it, bruh? Like, like, stop worrying about what my dick's activities are. Like, for real, dude. That's kind of, bruh. It, it's almost as if, like what's the word I'm looking for? Dick policing. This nigga trying to sit up there and trying to sit up there and dictate to me what my dick should be doing. Nigga, I know what my dick should be doing. Let me worry about that, bruh. Damn. You anti-black manosphere niggas love to be worried about other dudes' dicks. Oh, you guys ain't getting no pussy. What, you need photos? This dude needs pictures. Hey guys, Sir Ism, put your email address in the chat so dudes can submit pictures of them fucking broads so they can prove to you. This nigga right here. That nigga RoboCop on folks' dicks. Hobo cop on motherfuckers' dicks. Goddamn shit. Yeah, I'm finna get out of here, man. I'm tired of I'm tired of fucking with Ism. All right, guys. Just hit the link. There ain't no link, man. Yeah, in fact, yeah, let me do that, man. Who am I to not drop the link? Yeah, let's do this. Cause see, he was supposed to be gone. He said I'm out because we talking about comic books. There's the link. There's the link, Ism. Let's see what's up. Like you said, you were leaving. I'm gonna give this about 2 minutes. If not, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and call this a broadcast because I work on Sundays. Rogish came up. What is up, dog?
What the fucking dude? K-Rock?
Yeah, man.
He got it up in his bit. Hey, man, come on up. Y'all might as well go ahead and y'all say get this internet bowed out. Let's go. It's already lit.
What the fuck is wrong with talk about comics? Like anything that we talk about, there's something wrong with it.
All right.
Anything. I mean, anything. If you mention a woman, you talking about women.
All right, but you're married though, so it's like you can talk about women. You're married.
Yeah. Because they try to disqualify it any kind of way. See, they'll tell people, like the guys in this space that they're not married while they're talking about women. They coming to me, you are married while you talking about women. You can't win with niggas, dude. You can't.
You can't win. You can't break even. You can't get out again.
You can't. You can't. There he is. There he is. What's going on, guys?
What you thought? The star of the show is here, nigga. The star of the show. What you thought I was gonna run? You thought I was one of these sucker duckers?
Let's rewind. Let's rewind.
What you thought I was Dewan? You thought I had a D for my face? You thought I was this other nigga hybrid, some other kind of shit that he don't get no bitches, that he got an
here we go. Get
a pink avatar. Did you thought I was gonna hide, nigga? I'm up in here, hammed up and yammed up. I ain't running. I ain't crying about a bitch, nigga. You niggas cry about bitches and you want to fix every bitch and you're married, nigga. Fix your married wife. You can't fix these hoes, nigga. You niggas can't even control one hoe. Why the fuck you
the thug life infant on the
control a bitch?
I want a bitch.
Niggas can't control a bitch, nigga. You ain't took no courses in controlling bitches. You took a course in geometry, and you can't even use that shit in real life, nigga.
How dare I do math? Oh no, he did math.
Well, fuck calculus. You can't use that shit in the real world. Nigga ain't even got 5,000 in his house. Nigga ain't even got 1,000 cash. Nigga got $800 and waiting to get paid on Friday. I don't give a fuck about calculus, geometry, kigometry, all the geometries, nigga. You can't knock one bitch. You can't move a book off a bookshelf. You can't send your bitch because you's a weak nigga and you got anime and Yu-Gi-Oh characters. That's why you niggas lose with the bitches. And you're mad. Now I'm gonna mute up.
I'm not getting pussy because I like Afro Samurai.
You got one wife. Nobody talking about you. Now you got that thumbs down. We talking about this hybrid nigga, this other Indigo, Damian Wan. You see them niggas' faces? We got a pink face nigga. We got a face of some kind of anime character. Then we got Dewan with a capital D. That look like a tattoo. Show your face, nigga. Then you will be a man.
What would it get them? Is them to show their faces? What would it get
because it'll let me know that you a real motherfucker like you do, Roguish one. Stop sticking up for the incels. Roguish is y'all last hope. Without Roguish, all you incel niggas about to die. He y'all last hope.
Damn, wait a minute.
This nigga's funny. This nigga funny. Told y'all this motherfucker was like skin.
Hey, man. At least, hey, the one then pull up then, nigga. At least I ain't a sucker.
Pull up,
nigga.
Pull up. Well, pull up, motherfucker.
Then, nigga. At least I ain't no sucker ducker. At least I don't.
I ain't no sucker ducker. You're a fucking.
You pulled up, nigga. Talk your shit. That's what men do,
fucking
nigga.
EBT ass pimp.
Yeah, we at the barbershop. You could call me whatever you want, nigga. But right now, you a white bitch.
I'm a bitch.
Yeah, I know you a bitch. You can't control a bitch. We'll cash app Kev right now. If you put a bitch on the phone, I'll send him $50, nigga.
Hey,
have a woman say hello.
On the phone.
Nigga, I'm at home.
Nigga, when you at home, put a bitch on the phone, nigga. Did that rhyme? You say I rhyme too much, nigga. If you at home, put a bitch on the phone, nigga. Right now, you a white dot. Rogan show his face. I seen Kev face, but a bunch of you incel niggas. You talk about black women and your default setting.
Nobody talking about black women.
Black woman speed. Nigga, you ain't Tommy Sotomayor, nigga. What about your hairline? What about your fat ass stomach, nigga? What about you? Talking about these black women, nigga. Where you
nobody
at? Turn that camera on, nigga.
This nigga's hilarious.
I'm your uncle, nigga. I'm gonna bring you out of the shadows. All this shadow realm, dwell realm, third world, motherfucking Marvel comic, Yu-Gi-Oh. No, nigga. Real humans. See, but man, I'm gonna drop.
You know the name of the show,
You see this shit? Rogish, you the last hope for these incel niggas. You see what he did? You see
this is the goofy.
You see this?
With children. How
this is why I can't fuck with these niggas. Because I asked him to pull up like a man, and you see what face he pull up? Look at this nigga.
That's my face, nigga. What?
Show your face, nigga. Nobody believe
that's my face, bitch.
Bye, nigga. Bye.
You're more kind. Yes, leave. Leave Cat Williams. You a broke Cat Williams, nigga. Leave. Leave. Right here, motherfucker. Leave. Broke ass Cat Williams. Leave.
Down for a
broke ass Cat Williams. Leave.
Nigga. You got some kind of clown face.
You made me a clown. Leave, nigga. Leave. You made me a clown. Leave, nigga. League. It's a Southside Chicago shit. Don't play with me. League.
Come on, man. Come on, guy.
Southside of the onion. Hold up.
Oh. What up, G? What up, D. Scott?
Sorry about that. Silver comedy.
Man,
yeah, can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah, we can hear you, man.
Yeah, what it do?
Yeah, man, I was just listening to Ism cook something. Ism was cooking real quick.
Nigga goofy.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real, man. For certain stuff, I agree, man. I don't agree about talking about people. We ain't never seen people, man. I can't. I don't make nobody do nothing. It ain't nobody got to do nothing. But we should not criticize people, and we ain't never seen other people. You feel me? So that's I feel ism on that point.
Okay, so what? Okay, so my earlier question: what of the analysis of the archetype? Because if you have a daughter in this current day and age and shit, you have to be, fearful and
very, if you got a daughter, listen, if you got a
let me finish. Certain elements of her integrity, because the thing is, it's easy to see the whole ethic. You know what I'm talking about? The whole ethic used to be something that was expansive. Now the shit is getting further and further and further pushed back. So it's like, all right, a father would, would definitely want to protect, his daughter's sanctity, of her innocence, of her integrity, of her being able to grow into, a woman that he would be proud to say that, yeah, she's, from of my family, my blood. Look, if when the whole ribbon hit this motherfucker in 2020, you know how many fathers probably, heart sank when he found out his fucking daughter was a motherfucking hoe, cuz.
This how I look at it. This how I look at it, Roguish, man.
Ease of being a hoe.
If you got daughters,
pussy on the chain wax.
If you got daughters, man, you gotta just let it go. It ain't nothing you could do. She gon', you gotta just let that shit go, man, because your daughter gonna suck some dick, dog. Your daughter gonna suck some dick. What's up?
G. I get what you're saying, and it's like when she go out in that world, hey, she's gonna have to make them decisions on her own. But this is the point I try to make with these niggas. That whole SBE thing they got going around. This ain't no SBE channel. I'm not sitting up here talking about females every fucking broadcast.
What's SBE? I don't know what that is.
They call it shame, blame, and explain. Basically, trying to get Keisha to change.
Okay, yeah, I don't know nothing about that either, bro.
That's what that is.
Yeah. Basically, they're trying to say that brothers out here they trying to get Keisha to change by bringing her to the negotiating table. And why would you want to do that after she done did all this fucked up shit and showed you her character anyway? Which I can agree with some of what they're saying, but these niggas using it every chance they get. Like they just call any channel they don't like is a SBE channel. Like,
well, we know that all of the manosphere got different type. The black manosphere got different. Yeah. Some is what you call the SBE. Some of them is financial. Some of them is talking about social issues and political issues and social dynamics. So, I mean, everybody got to listen to what they want to listen to in a space. You feel me?
Yeah. The people are the one to make the choice. But that whole getting back to that daughter thing that you were saying, you got a daughter, right? G, you got a daughter, right?
No, I don't got no kids.
Okay, so when you have one, you're not gonna care. You're not gonna continue to say to yourself, she's gonna go out here, she's gonna suck some dick, all this other stuff. You're not gonna see it that way. I mean, I can't say what kind of person you are for real. And, I may be blowing smoke. Like, that motherfucker may actually be like that for real if he actually had a daughter. And I'm not trying to disqualify what you say either. But I'm just saying from my perspective, if I can affect it in any way possible, I have to at least try. Not to go out here and say, hey, you know what? I can shame her into changing. That I can shame these broads into changes so they can be better examples for my kids. But we can talk about cautionary tales all fucking day. That's all I'm saying.
What I'm saying is if I have a daughter and she's out there doing whole shit, I wouldn't associate with. If I didn't want to associate with no hoe, I wouldn't associate with no hoe.
Yeah,
that's all there is to it, man. It's you got to make a decision, man. Like, what do you think porn star mothers and fathers say? They got to make that decision. Like, yeah, your daughter is on camera sucking 124 penises with cum shots. Well, is you gonna still be like, that's my beautiful little girl when she come home for Thanksgiving?
If that ever happens, I will have.
Well, just think about it. Superhead. Think about it. Superhead got a father too.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, like Lawrence Fishburne's daughter.
But
think about it. How would you feel if you was her father? You'd be like, yeah, your daughter name is Superhead, nigga. Like, damn, that's vicious. Like, your daughter is known for that.
Yeah. I know what I've said. Before I had a kid, I wouldn't want my daughter to be like no damn Superhead. Imagine what that man is going through. So you can make the point that a lot of people have been trying to make points like that in this space. That if you are a father of a daughter that does that, you are going to feel hella disappointment. I don't think the guy's going to go like, well, doop. It'd probably be better for him stress-wise if he was more apathetic to what his grown kid was doing. But, my daughter's still a kid. She hasn't done any of that yet. So if if I can, and her mother's a decent person. Mother's very loving, care about her education. And you're right. One day that kid's gonna go out there and make her own decisions. And it's something that I won't be able to control. But if I can steer them, if I can steer her in the right direction, if I can do anything to do that, I would. I don't believe it's a waste of time. Even I just don't want to be a failed parent. I see a lot of failed parenting out here.
No, I understand where you're coming from, bro. But I think a male has a little bit more influence and direction over his son. But in this society we live in, I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't even want to put myself at risk because we're gonna keep it real, man. We know what people say, but certain situations it becomes survival of the fittest, man. It becomes self-preservation in the end of it. There's men right now that are dead in prison in the ground because of their daughters and nieces and cousins and aunties, and I'm not doing it, man. I know the nature of women. If I know my daughter is a hoe and I realize that, I gotta let her go because she'll get you caught. If you trying to save her, that's the reason that some of these girls are so out of control now because of daddies like that, daddy's little angel. I want to say, even though your daughter is a heathen succubus, got niggas getting killed, going to jail and all that, she can't do no wrong type shit. Nah, that's not real life, bro. Think about that. You know what I'm saying? Them poor little rich girl dads who, no matter what their daughter do, we could just, it's my poor little angel. She done got a man killed or set somebody up or got somebody robbed.
It's like Patrice O'Neal said, we live in a society where everything women do is seen as good and everything a man does is seen as bad. You know, we have this perception of women like they can't do any wrong. And that's why you have people that will come into your space saying that all y'all do is talk about women because they have that same, even to a more serious degree, they have that perception of women and females. And, you know, you're right. A lot of fathers don't like to believe that their daughters can be that way. Believe me, brother, you're talking to a realist. You're talking to a realist. And, you know, because I'm a realist, I do have those fears still. When you're a parent, you worry about your children. And that's what it is. And let me read this Bar Malone with this Derrick Jackson. He said 124, some uncut, some stank. Hashtag aubergine mouth. Yeah, what's going on, Bar Malone? Thank you for the super chat and your support. D. Scott, what's going on? What's up?
Not much, brother. I was just listening to the fuckery. But to add to what you're talking about, I have a 16-year-old daughter myself, and through certain circumstances, I've had to come to the realization that certain things are out of your control. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You have to realize the fact that you don't have control over everything, and that you only have control over what you do have control over, which is just yourself, and that's it. So anything outside of that is really just ancillary and kind of moot and pointless. You know, it'd be a waste of your energy trying to worry about, you know, whether or not your daughter's out there sucking dick or getting train rain on her and all this other shit. If you did what the fuck you're supposed to do, or to the best of your abilities, that's pretty much where it begins and ends at.
And
so
yeah, and again, like, thank you for telling me this, and you know, from both of you guys. But yeah, you're both right. I got a decision I got to make at some point. But G, go ahead. I see you unmuted.
No, I was just agreeing with D. Scott. It's like we do the best we can do no matter what. But at a certain point, you got to look at reality because don't nobody know their children better than the parents. You know, you got to see them in their full development, and sometimes we don't like to face reality. But if you have a son that's no good, you have to look at that in the real situation too. It's not just for women. Like, what if you have a son that's a fucking delinquent and he just doesn't want to do anything? He doesn't want to work. He doesn't want to learn. He doesn't want to become productive. Do you let him sleep in your basement till he's 50? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta make a decision.
Basically, the outcome of the children is a direct reflection of the parents. So if you have a fucked up kid, then more likely they have fucked up parents, which means their parents are fucked up, which means that goes even further back and further back. So that's how I view parenthood, or should I say, child rearing in that sense.
Well, with this, I agree with you in some forms, D. Scott, as far as work ethic, and you could
your
raise a
son,
kid.
you beat his ass into a fucking discipline. The only thing is with your daughter, you can't beat her physically.
And that's the thing with your son is like, long as a person becomes a productive, hard-working person in society, able to take care of yourself, your son is going to be okay.
Right.
The things about your daughter
used to be a choice. Hoeing is no longer a choice. Now it is a social condition. These young girls are social conditioned into this archetype that actually had certain standards and borders in its originality. But it's kind of fucked up.
The thing is, though, Rogus, their fathers have no control over it.
Nobody got control over a hoe.
It's a choice for.
Hold up, wait a minute. It was a choice for a hoes 1.0 to be a hoe. Right now, and the thing is, they knew to pull back from being a motherfucking hoe. What these young girls being groomed into this shit, they ain't understanding nothing about the pull back. So they put out, and they don't think that they're spending anything.
And it's the thing, bro. It's the thing with that whole shit. It's like the fathers don't have no control. You could have raised your daughter perfectly fine and good, and then she just be out here.
Nigga, what the fuck?
Yeah, but I'm saying in general, it's a different situation for males to females, though, because there's nothing you could really, if you try to rein your daughter in, they'll say you're trying to control her and stop her from making her choices, and so she want to wear a little short skirt with her titties out. Don't slut shame her, and the next thing you know, your daughter got 9 kids by 6 niggas, and everybody looking at you like you a failure because she wanted to pop her pussy. That's not your fault. You see what I'm saying? That's not a father's fault.
Yeah, you can say that, but then you also have to understand. You just got through saying things about how the father feels,
But listen though, hold on. Let me explain it real quick, Kev. I'm not interrupting. I'm just wondering because you could have raised. She could be a hard working woman. She could have a good job, be responsible for her bills and all that, and still suck 100,000 dicks, and that didn't have nothing to do with her father. You know what I'm saying?
I get that, but my daughter's 8, so I mean, we got some bridges to cross before we even begin to think about that.
Yeah, man, that's the thing about having a daughter. You got to realize at one point some dick and some mouth is going to meet.
Wait, hold on, all right, cuz wait a minute. Let a nigga.
I tend to disagree with that.
Let him have the threshold before she even enters puberty, nigga. You don't even know how she.
Let's get past a couple things before. Hey, but Kimberly, what's going on? Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, peace, Kimberly. Hello.
Hello.
How you doing? I don't know how I found myself here tonight, but I'm here.
You're welcome.
I tend to Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
I tend to disagree. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. So I disagree with dads not having any control. I've been a daughter, obviously. But I think I am definitely a reflection of my mother's behavior, and not that my parents were perfect, because I had my mom had me when she was 17, but I had grandparents that were married and a grandfather, and I just from him showing me how a man should treat a woman. And my grandmother showing me how she should treat a man, and they were not lovey-dovey perfect. They argued a lot, but they gave me value in that, okay, you don't need that type of attention from a boy, So, but I knew people that, you've all heard the story. If you keep your thumb on your kid, and you don't let them do anything, give them a little bit of leeway here and there, when they go away to school, they're gonna get wild. And that happens. I think that's where dads mess up.
What do you think that leeway will be best received in the form of? Because you're right, they can't. Ain't no way nobody can hold the thumb, especially in United States of America, where it's sex, drugs, rock and roll, papa, whatever. You know what I mean? So, what do you think would be the best method of leeway, and still be able to hold on to a certain element of integrity, that sanctity that young girls need in order to develop into, fine young women, and we try to preserve the Phylicia Rashad ethic. Because it seems like
the Phylicia Rashad, yes.
Hohen then got a whole rise, and it's like, all right, what about the classiness of Black women? Y'all had a classic ethic that was sexual, that was very alluring, all of that. You know what I mean? And it's like almost all of y'all gave the ship up. You know what I'm saying? To do some hosting.
Yeah, it's kind of going away.
Yeah.
So I think what dads should do is that little by little. It's like, for instance, what were you saying, that Kanye West's daughter likes, I don't know the girl's name, Icy Spice or whatever. But okay, if your child's listening to this type of music, and they're gonna hear it, but you got to talk to them about that. Like, okay, do you listen? What are the words saying? You got to talk to them about what that means and what in reality. And as a man, you could tell your daughter the truth, what this means. You know what that means, right? I mean, and I would say be brutally honest with them, because I have an uncle that's 9 years older than me. Now I'm 52 now. Okay, I'll say I'm past the wall. I was married when I was 33 and divorced at 35. Now I married a guy that cheated on me, and when we were dating. Okay, so we went to counseling. We got back together or whatever. I left him after that, but his mother called me and gave him a good word, like he's not gonna do it again, like his mother called me. Okay, this must be real. See, we ended up getting married anyway, right? So my uncle, who's only 9 years older, and he told me okay, I know I'm all over the place. So my husband, he cheated again in the first year of marriage. So after that, I still was like, I want this. I thought,
did you know her?
I found out who she was. It was someone we had went to her house for a party before. So he knew her, he worked with her. So, and when I realized this is not going to change, I was like, I can't take this. And he wasn't going to change. But my uncle said, you should have never gave that nigga a second chance.
Yeah.
So now why didn't he tell me this when we were dating, and I broke up with him because of that? Why didn't he tell me that then?
Because you made a choice to go back. You made a choice to go back. And the thing is, that's the whole thing is the choices that y'all make and the agency that y'all have. This is the question. And that's what we were talking about in the chat. The element of what y'all believe y'all worth to be, y'all intrinsic worth, and how you measure your worth and how you measure your value. The way that y'all currently do it, it ain't something that benefits you, but y'all think that it does. But y'all make decisions to where if other women outside of this culture and community were to make those decisions, those of their community be like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
We already
and when y'all get that from us, y'all like, oh well, the white bitch got y'all mind in that feminism shit, and that's the highest form of pimping that y'all done ever been doused with. That's higher than fucking Christianity, I think.
We didn't already said it, bro.
Hold the motherfucking candle to Gloria Seinfeld or whatever that bitch name is. You know what I mean?
Well, I wish he had told me that, because he, what he told me? He said, now he had been married for a good, probably, I don't know, 10 years at that time. He told me a man decides when he's not going to cheat, because he knows he knows what he can risk losing. Okay. Now at the time he had 2 daughters and his wife, but he had never talked to me like that. And it actually did bring me to tears, but I didn't let him see me cry. But it was like, wow, I never had a man talk to me like that. And you guys have to talk to your daughters like that. Give them the truth.
Listen, man. Hey, no,
That's
Rogus,
my
that ain't
advice.
listen, Rogus. Go ahead, Raj. Go ahead, Raj.
Oh, what's up, fellas? What's up? Ma'am, I'm gonna just tell you. Yeah, I'm gonna just tell you real quick. The reason your uncle didn't tell you because you weren't gonna listen, and he already knew you wasn't gonna listen. So why tell you something that you're gonna be bringing up to him later when you wasn't gonna listen to him in the first place? Your uncle already know you. He the only reason he didn't tell you is because he knew you wasn't gonna listen. You was still gonna be with that nigga, and then you'd have been bothering him because you told him to leave while you still with that nigga trying to rebel against him for telling you to leave. You probably shortened your time up from being with the guy. That's why your uncle didn't tell you. A lot of men, we stop telling women stuff because we don't want to deal with the aftermath of telling y'all stuff we already know. Now, me, if you was my niece, I'd have told you anyway. But that's probably why your uncle didn't tell you. You know you weren't gonna listen. Now, I'm gonna say, based on what I heard, because I just came in a little while ago, fellas, I'm gonna reserve the right to beat the crap out of my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what society gonna say about it. Okay, y'all do what y'all want to do.
Boy, that's Roger, boy.
Yeah, I'm gonna reserve.
Southside Chicago, foot on the head. Boy, you motherfuckers do not skip a beat, boy.
Yeah. I know the game. I know the game, yes, and you know what? Their hoes have been very smart because they have given us a message, like the young lady here was saying about if you too tight on your daughter, she gonna go out there and she gonna be wild at some point. Guess what? It's a big difference between your daughter being wild and having sex with one guy versus your daughter being wild and having a train ran on her with 25 guys and it's on camera.
Yep.
It's 2 different types of wild. Which one your daughter gonna be if you on her neck? She might go have sex with a guy too because you was on her neck growing up. But if you don't on her neck growing up, then what's the camera in 15 guys? Nothing. Yeah. So all that be soft. If you want a hoe, knock yourself out. If she mine, she gonna be. The brakes will be beat off her until I see that there's no reason to do it anymore.
Now, come on now.
No.
You can keep her off the pole, like Chris Rock said.
No, hold on. Understand? You can't beat the child. I can beat mine. Just because you won't be yours, don't mean I won't be mine. At a certain
age, you can't whip your kids no more. It's not
at a certain level of development. At the certain level of development, I can pull it back. If you ain't developed, you got to get what you need. Point blank, period. Your age ain't got nothing to do with it. It's immature adults now. They've been immature their whole life. They in their 60s and they still immature. There's mature adults, and guess what? They were mature as kids. They didn't understand the world the way we understand it as adults, but they still understood and they moved accordingly. Mature people are just mature, and immature people are just immature. And if you don't give a person who's immature a reason to become mature, that's your fault. That's on you. Now, I ain't gonna blame no parents forever about how you develop, because at some point in time it's on you. And my thing is, you an adult at 18, so I don't care what type of parents you got. If you got trash parents and you trash because you made a decision to be trash like your parents. Other people see they got trash parents, they decide to be better than their parents. So it's still on you at the end of the day. But I'm gonna reserve the right to beat the brakes off mine until she get a clue. You know what I'm saying? And what you want to hope is that your daughter make friends with my daughter, because my daughter gonna have a certain point where she gonna stop.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Now, she might watch your daughter go off the cliff, but mine ain't going with you. Go ahead.
Well put. I done seen a good girl gone bad, man. I done seen it too many times, bro. It's just like, why are you down here with the cruddies, man? Like, I used to just be in the neighborhood back when I was young, and it would be these random girls from the suburbs just around us. Like, your dad is a lawyer, your mom is a nurse, or your dad is a firefighter, your mom is a teacher. You down here in the projects with the cruddies and Aeropostale and Abercrombie and Fitch. I'm like, what the fuck is you doing? And it's like, I know your parents raised you right, but once she got hooked on to that penis, it was over. She was in the projects with niggas in the projects. Like, what is you doing? And it's like, it was females mostly that be coming from a good background that somehow find their way into the projects. Like,
but what's a good background? G. This is America, dog. There is no good background. All this shit is
there is a good background. Yes, there is.
No, cuz it's all dirt, homie. Everything that is not dirt is that which is exceptional. But the start of this motherfucker is sex, drugs, rock and roll, murder, all that shit. Cuz this shit is grimy, homie.
That's the whole world, bro.
No. Okay, well, I'm not talking about the world. I'm talking about the United States of America. Cuz so the thing is, it's nothing for these chicks to get caught up in this shit. But if you do wish to preserve,
where did colonialism not happen?
I ain't talking about no colonialism. I'm
talking about in the United States, like colonialism only happened here.
No, I'm talking about
it's not about colonialism.
That launched this motherfucker. It gets down how it gets down, right? That's just the way it is.
Well, can I throw something in there? Because I think both of y'all make very good points. But if the girl who goes to the hood and she chilling with the gangsters, getting that gangster dick and all that other stuff, and then she go home to the suburbs and gets a stern talking to, why she ain't going there tomorrow?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm agreeing with everybody, because it's like you could do all you can as a father, but with a woman at a certain point, you got to let it go because she's just going to be a woman. That's what I believe. Like, at a certain point, that's not your little girl no more. That's not your daughter. I mean, she's always going to be your child. She's always going to be your project.
I do agree with you. Yeah. I do agree with you, but I got the right to be 18. Now, at 18, if she want to be a hoe, she can go be one, and ain't nothing I can do about it, but she can't live here either.
No,
so that's the other option.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. That's what I would do. I would be like, I would be like, daughter, you on that whole shit. I would just be like, daughter, you on that whole shit. You got to go over there and be on that whole shit. And I would tell my sons, like, look, son, your sister a hoe. You got to move accordingly. She come back.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, my daughter turned 20 this year, and I'm like, fuck. But I've already instilled on her what not to do. I mean, I'm from Southside Chicago. My uncle was the pimp out there, so he laced me with game, and I used that game to talk to her.
If you guys give your daughters the game, then they can't be fooled. I mean, not for too long. If you giving them the game,
got nothing. They don't know it. That shit don't got nothing to do with nothing, man. Yeah, women do what they want to do.
Who told you they was fooled? They know exactly what they doing.
Thank you.
You can't manipulate a society the way women manipulate society and think they fooled at the same time, or you just ain't paying attention. These women know what they doing, and just like the guys said, at some point, if she decide I'm gonna be a hoe, that's on her at the end of the day. Now I tell you, for mine, if she decided to be a hoe, but she getting cut off. She getting cut off by everybody. Because even if I got a son that's trying to help out, he's taking a risk because you're gonna get put out trying to help her out. If she gonna be a hoe, she gotta do that by herself.
Exactly.
Don't you lose where you at because you want to help her be a hoe. Because you know, once you're out, you're out.
Listen, and as far as what you saying, bro, my uncle was a man of the night too. He was a top hat, and he got 6 daughters, and all of them hoes still. They watch their daddy be a pimp, hustler, all that, and they all hoes still. He gave them all the game. They know what's up. You know what they did? They went and put the game on the nigga.
Yo, one thing I do want to say. I'm sorry. No, okay. One thing I do want to say
is that he gave them the pimp game, right?
one thing I do want to say.
Hold up, these guys. Yeah, Kimberly. He gave them the pimp game. Then they turned into hoes with a bunch of baby daddies pimping different niggas.
So, but they didn't see him in a relationship with a woman a normal relationship.
But so
So
what?
they
He
don't-
still,
they
but
didn't.
listen
He
though,
didn't model that.
he still laced them with the game and what it was real and what was fake. And they still decided, they knew what was out there, and they still decided to go out there and do that of their own accord. He didn't make them to do
Right, but
nothing.
those were
They
just
wasn't
if they're just
underprivileged. No, hold on.
words, no
But I'm saying
action.
though, they wasn't underprivileged. They had homes. They wasn't homeless or part of the system. They graduated from high school. Some of them went to college, and they still was hoes.
What?
What were their mothers like?
Yeah.
What were
Let
their
me say
mothers like?
something that
Shit,
real
if my
quick.
uncle was
At
a
the,
pimp,
at
their
the
mama
end of the
was
day,
hoes.
at the end of the day,
Well,
all this is on their mama because a mother takes a
Don't say
father.
that.
She don't have to give birth to any. She don't have to give birth to any baby she don't want. So anytime a woman has a child, she's doing it very deliberately. So every mother has a decision to make on, do they want this guy to be my child's father? So whatever type of daddy they got, that's what their mama wanted them to have. It's that simple at the end of the
I
day.
mean,
you
yeah,
know what?
women, listen,
Mom,
women choose the mother, women choose the fathers of their children, beginning, end. That's it. So if they're an ain't shit bitch, excuse my language, if they're ain't shit bitch, they're gonna choose an ain't shit nigga, because water always seeks its own fucking level. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy. It's always easy to say that, well, the man ain't shit, the father ain't shit, this and the third. But like Roger just said, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they chose that. That's their decision. It was their responsibility to protect their womb. So if they're going to be children, 16, 17, up until they're adults, their children making adult decisions will come with adult consequences. And that's it. There's no ifs, ands, or what's about that shit. You know what I'm saying? But instead, we have a society in which we're actually being somewhat we're being brainwashed and being told that they'll make these decisions is actually positive when it's actually negative. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
I wouldn't say it's brainwashed. That removes so much responsibility. We got hoes teaching hoes how to be hoes. Point
Pretty
blank.
much.
Period. Hoes have always had a trail of kids out of wedlock behind them, and they've been doing this for generation after generation and after generation. Now a hoe is somebody's mama, so we don't want to call her no hoe no more because we don't want her child to know she a hoe. But she a hoe. That's why she raised some hoes.
Right
Point
there.
blank. Period. And where's a hoe gonna get a Where's a hoe gonna get a kid from? She gotta get a certain type of nigga to give her one, because most productive, respectable men will do a whole lot with a hoe, but ain't none of us trying to have no kids with her.
And I ain't gonna lie. And I ain't gonna lie, Roger. I appreciate these hoes because it's a oasis out this motherfucker.
It is a oasis.
You said a oasis.
Sadly, you know, he's not lying. This
It's a whole oasis.
Look, when Dave Chappelle tried to plant the seed, he said, look, if pussy was a stock, it would be, you know what I'm saying, plummet, because it plummeted.
It's a penny stock right now. That motherfucker a penny stock.
It's crazy.
And I'm appreciative.
So let me ask
pussy
you.
used to be high. It used to be a high price on that motherfucker.
He said it would be a penny stock.
But yo, check it out though. This is the thing. It's kind of like when it, you know, the loss of the bees, though. You know what I'm saying? Peckerwood is putting forth all this effort to try to save the bees and everything. It's just like that. The essentiality of, you know, certain elements of like a class woman, a woman of class, right? All right, hoe is good. I mean, you know, everybody love hoes in a regard or whatever form, but there needs to be a balance, because the future is important. Not just for the sake of, well, fuck hoes. Nah, hoes are always going to be here, but they shouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, the most motherfucking prevalent. So
no, that's what I'm saying. But hold up, Rogus. Listen to what I'm saying. Listen, hear me out, Rogus. I've never met a virtuous woman before. Every bitch I ever met was a hoe.
No. Just because
they wasn't a virgin. They wasn't a virgin when I met them. If they not a virgin when you meet,
this is America.
If they not a virgin when you
meet a virgin,
so what?
Motherfucker, no, not so
no.
What?
They exactly. They all
hold like the social fucking environment of this sick ass fucking place that you see change foreigners who just get here from 20 fucking years ago into, you know what I'm saying, staunch motherfucking right-wing fucking Republicans or some shit. Come on, cuz. This motherfucker got some power, dog. Y'all be
I'm not disagreeing with you, bro.
These devils put forth a lot of goddamn effort for this.
I'm not disagreeing with you, bro.
And then y'all don't want to acknowledge the objective social conditioning factors.
I acknowledge that. That's what I'm saying. I appreciate it. That's why I said I appreciate the social environment, because I love hoes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you the truth. I love him.
Rogus.
Yes, sir.
Rogus, you old enough that you saw it too. There was a bait and switch. White women were the hoes, and everybody knew they was a hoe. And what did white men? What did white men do? They said, let's take the light off our hoes and put the light on somebody else's hoe. And then they started putting light on black women being hoes. Now black women are the hoes of America. When I was a little kid, white women were still the hoes of America. Now the black women are hoes of America because the light is on. And how black women responded to being the hoes of America, they out here trying to show everybody they can be the best hoe possible. You ain't never seen a hoe till you seen a hoe. You ain't never seen a hoe till you seen a sister be a hoe.
God bless America, the home of the hoes.
Bro.
Sad reality too.
We have had decades of women choosing to be single mothers in majority. We done had decades of this now.
Just hear me out, Roger. Hear me out, Roger. Just hear me out, Raj. If we told the brothers from 300 years ago, hey, one day, bro, you're going to be able to have a mechanical horse and pull up on a woman with pink hair and get some head for some conversation. Niggas would tell us we lying, bro. Like, yeah, like, bro, you know, like, I'm so happy to be alive right now, bro. I'm so happy that I don't have to get married in the church house and motherfucking buy a crib to get some head, nigga. Nigga, I'm chilling. I can just go to the bar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna lie, you know, I feel like this is the natural progression of life, man. This is the cycle of life. And I just feel like
Oh my God.
I just feel like we need to leave these hoes alone because we done already tried to and they want to hide.
He decided to look into the darkness and not blink.
I'm telling you, man, I done went down the rabbit hole with it.
So wait a minute. Because you all entertain these women with the pink hair, what I see out here on social media is the women think that that's what you like. That's what they saying.
Ma'am. When have you seen sisters being led by black men and what black men like? When the hell have you seen that?
No, listen, I'm gonna keep it real with her, Rob.
No. Hey, hold on. I just want her to answer that question because she just said they doing it because of what we want. When do you see women being led by what brothers want?
No, what I'm saying is
women,
what they say they're.
Think about this. No, ma'am. Think about this. I'm sure you're an intelligent woman. The women claim they're doing the stuff because of what the men want, right? Now these same women,
they're claiming.
Listen what I'm saying. Yeah, we established they claim this. Do you see these same women following what men want?
No.
No, they only follow what the women.
You don't have to explain it, man. Once you've established that women are making a claim that they do not live by, you ain't got to bring up men. They ain't doing squat for us. They doing what they want to do. You just acknowledge that when you just said that they're not doing what we want. So they doing what they want to do. Don't try to put it on men when you ain't listening to us in the first place.
No, I'm not putting it on them. They're saying, but they're putting it on.
Why are you telling us? Why are you telling us they lie? They telling you. What good is that gonna do for anybody? They telling you a lie that you already recognize as a lie because you see they not following us. So why are you worried about them talking about they doing what we want them to do as if they're following us?
I get what you're saying. I really do get what you're saying. So yeah, that excuse that's excuse that is being used needs to be pushed back on.
And I'm not
because if men have always liked hoes, then why do you go act like
no, Kimberly, hold on, Kimberly. Men don't like hoes. G like hoes. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Wait a minute, you just said it's a Oasis out here.
It's not about
that's why I said G. Don't put that on all men.
The community. That is just not something to like or love. That is something that you can partake of. That is present.
Yeah, they're necessary. They're like cheese. They're like
Yes,
trees and
exactly.
acorns and
Okay.
rose bushes.
It's been
and shit.
available.
Hoes are
Mhm.
convenient, right? But that
Yo, hold
convenience
up.
should not become the norm of motherfucking relationships.
Let me say this.
So yeah, it's
Hold
twisted.
up.
Yeah.
Let me say this. It's like when you hungry and you ain't got food right there, which is a great woman, and you got crackers and chips and shit. That's what the hoes are, crackers and chips. They tide us over till we get to that home cooked meal, which is a good woman. That's it.
I
That's
ain't gonna lie.
That's
I
true.
ain't gonna
But the
lie.
thing is,
So
we have
good.
to acknowledge hoes have always had their place. The problem is
Always.
hoes are out of place because they're trying to
These
be
hoes
regular
out of
women.
pocket. They out of
Hoes have
pocket.
always been assigned places.
Yeah.
They've been at the brothels. They work the street corners.
Yeah.
They be in certain sects. They in the red
Mhm.
light district of a city.
Yep.
Hoes have always been assigned a place. The
Mm.
issue is hoes are trying to be out here like regular women, and regular women
Mm.
trying to be hoes just like the hoes they see. So the
No, we
the
missing
only
two
problem is
things,
the hoes
Raj.
don't know their place.
We missing
Exactly.
two. Hold on, no. The hoes know their place. The sluts are out of control. That's what's going on.
You know what?
The
Yes,
hoes
fucked
is
it up
doing
all
what
What
the
are
they
out of
do.
control?
the sluts are out of control because the sluts are being portrayed as hoes. And
Yeah, the
understanding that a
sluts ain't
slut
really
is not a
hoes.
hoe.
The
A
hoes
slut,
know what's going
a
on.
slut just loves
Wait a
to
minute.
fuck.
Ain't a slut and a hoe the same
No, they're
thing?
not the
I'm
No,
same
They're
thing.
confused.
not.
A
no,
Nope.
slut, I'm
Nope.
gonna let you know. Let me give you the game on this.
I love a good hoe. I hate a
slut is
slut.
a woman who just loves to fuck. That has nothing to do with her, projecting that shit out to the fucking community. You
Yeah,
project
a
it out to the
slut
community,
is.
that is
Yeah.
what makes you a hoe. But if you're with the one that you're developing a family with, or the one that you love, or the one that you with, yeah, you should be busting it all the way the fuck open. But motherfuckers in marriages don't encounter that from their woman, and that's
Yeah.
the issue. You know what I'm saying?
And that's different. And Kimberly, a slut is 8 kids, 6 baby daddies. That's a slut.
No,
You know
nigga,
what I'm
that's
saying?
a
A hoe
hoe.
is
That's a
no, a
hoe.
hoe is somebody who sells sex
No,
and
no, we're not. No,
strips.
no, no,
And,
no,
you
no,
know
no, no,
what
no,
I'm
no, no,
saying?
What's
no.
a
We're not
whore?
talking whores. Wait a
A
minute.
whore sells
We're
sex.
not talking
The profession.
whores. We're
Oh,
talking
that's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about when I'm talking
no, no,
about a
no.
hoe.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we're talking a cultural
If you
perspective
talking about a
of
dude that's out here
hoe.
fucking, that's just a slut.
No, no. That's not. A slut is a woman who just loves to fuck. If that shit is projected to a community and is not projected to just one motherfucker, that is what makes her a
I'm
hoe.
saying I think it's about 60%
Ain't no
slut,
think. Ain't no thing.
30%
This
hoes
is the
ratio.
game. This is the thing y'all need to understand. This shit has already been laid. The frame has already been there.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Raj told y'all who the original motherfucking hoe was, who the top motherfucking hoe was. White bitches was always the top motherfucking hoe. A motherfucking wasn't in the game. If we're gonna be talking about pimping proper, you wasn't in the game unless you had white bitches.
One or two of them.
So let's get this correct. We already understand when we talking about whores. If we're going to put the whole framework up there, yeah. And black women have now taken on.
Talking about the women that just.
Let me finish. Black women have now taken on that archetype of freedom through the perspective that these white bitches brought in that, that feminism fight or whatever, and not understanding that, all right, well, if you put your pussy to the motherfucking public, bitch, you is the hoe no matter what, and you are spending your womanness. You are spending your motherfucking womanhood, and hoes proper back in those days understood that. Dave Chappelle gave the game, cuz everybody done saw the motherfucking what was that? The special. And that nigga talked about motherfucking, Iceberg Slim's joint. That is the fucking game itself.
But
if
this is what I'm saying.
you want to understand hoe, that's what it is. And these bitches is thinking that they can flex like that and not spend some of that originality of themselves and live that matrix motherfucking illusion of this shit.
But this is what I'm saying, Rogus. When you going out here and meeting these bitches, right? When you talking to them, there's a difference between the slut and the hoe. Now, there's some bitches out here that's just out here really just fucking and sucking niggas, like on some real life, random, wild shit.
That's a
And
hoe.
then then you got bitches that's out here fucking and sucking niggas, but the niggas is doing shit for them and they're actually living off of that shit. That's a
Okay,
hoe.
that's they both
Now
That's a
hoes.
hoe.
I'm
They
making
both
it
hoes. So
now.
where the slut come in?
No. The slut
What
is the bitch that she just suck dick because she like to put dicks in her throat, and I know
Okay.
bitches
No,
like
Okay,
that.
that's
no.
not a
I like
slut.
them
That's
bitches.
not, dude. You're not listening, bro. I'm giving you the game, and here you go trying to change the fucking definition.
No,
A
I'm not trying
slut
to
is a
change
woman
nothing.
who just loves the fuck. Period. All
Okay,
right. Now she
I'm
don't
not
have
talking.
to fuck the community. You continue bringing the community perspective in this. That makes her a hoe. You're talking of hoes, but it seems like you're kind of locked on this slut shit. A slut is a woman who
Okay.
just love to fuck. Ain't nothing wrong with sluts. Sluts are beautiful. Sluts should be motherfucking
Oh,
upheld, right?
what?
They just don't
What?
need to be given out to the fucking
What?
community.
All right, man.
Well, let me put it like this: the whore is the paid professional who's being honest with a man, and she charging for pussy. That's the whore. She's a little bit more respectable than the hoe plenty of times because the hoe uses her pussy to manipulate men. She's trying to get money too. She's just going about it in a different way, not coming up front with her prices. A slut is a woman who, if a slut is a woman who loves to have sex, a woman can love to have sex and have sex with her husband a whole bunch of times every night if she wants to. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is when the slut want to have sex with all the different men in the community. See, now the
That's
slut,
what
even
these
though she
bitches
loves
do.
sex, now she becomes a hoe.
A hoe.
And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and maybe she works her way up to becoming an actual whore where she just started getting paid for it after a while. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay.
Because
I get what
she
you're
already
saying,
doing
Roby. So
dicks
she
for
a
free.
whole bitch. Okay, yeah, I feel what you're saying. Okay.
So
You dropped
so
the
in
ism on me. My fault, Roby. It's my fault, players.
yeah,
My fault, pimping.
yeah. So the hoes have always had their spot in society because men have always messed with hoes, and men gonna always mess with hoes to a certain degree. The issue is we got everybody in the community damn near trying to be the hoe. We don't have women trying to be respectable, classy women anymore. That whole Felicia Rashad thing, women don't want to be that no more. They want to do dicks. You know what I'm saying? And they want us to be proud of the fact that they're doing dicks. That's
I'm
where the
proud of
issue
him,
comes
Roger.
in.
I'm telling you to hear the pep talk I give him. I give such a good pep talk. You know what I'm saying? And I make sure that everything coordinates in the right motion, bro. Because
But that ain't what they want, G. They want all of us to be proud of them to the point that we'll marry these hoes. That's where it's going too far. If you're gonna be a hoe, you got to stay in the hoe section. That's why hoes have always had a section. There's always been something called a brothel. There's always been a red light district. There's always been certain places you go in certain cities where you go meet the hoes. Nowadays, the hoes is all over the place.
And it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man.
So where
thing.
are you able to? Where are black men able to find good black marriageable women?
Ghana.
In the United States.
You can't. You can't. Because even Trump knows hoes.
In the United States, man, most women in the United States are not worthy of being a wife, and most of y'all don't want to be a wife. And even yourself, you got out of it because you didn't even want to marry a man who was going to be faithful to you, and then you use that to get out your marriage. It's something y'all just don't want to do, and I'm talking about the majority.
Oh well,
y'all don't want to do that.
You mean sabotage?
Infidelity is a reason to get out of a marriage.
No, man. Your man was had
in my
infidelity issues before y'all even got married. No, ma'am. Your man was already being unfaithful before you got married. So you trying to use infidelity as if this was something you didn't know was
going. His word,
ma'am.
Let me say something here.
His words don't matter. His actions matter.
Once I forgave him, his actions said. He told me his actions showed for a while that he was not going to do that again. But then when we got married, he decided he was going to change.
He didn't change.
So why should I suffer the rest of my life? We had no children. Why would I suffer?
So wait a minute,
I'm trying to be respectful to you. I'm trying to be respectful to you, man. I understand your feelings of a situation. We understand the facts of a situation. You already knew the niggas were cheating and you married him anyway. That's the facts.
Yeah, that was a bad decision.
Okay, and here's what I'm saying. Whatever talks y'all had, whatever emotions you felt about that particular situation, ain't none of us gonna care about that at the end of the day. We just know you married a cheater. You knowingly married a cheater. There's nothing we can say on your behalf.
Well, the question is, what made you look past the red flag? Because the thing is, there had to be some present if there was, but it wasn't just. I mean, what was it?
Oh, I left him for 8 months, and then we built back the relationship.
Based off of what though? Like the thing is,
Because,
okay,
brother,
Based on
you
talking, we
get
actually went to
lonely,
counseling
That
as
doesn't
a
answer the question.
hello.
oh, okay.
wait until tonight, girl.
Y'all know what y'all know what it is.
You niggas
I
in the
couldn't
bottom
hear.
format.
It's a lot of people talking. I can't hear what you're saying.
All right, y'all. Hey, one at a time, please.
Yeah.
Please.
That's why she went back. Rogan, what the fuck you talking about, nigga? If you think, please,
What was that?
please, no. You know what it is. They need that love.
Man, this what I would tell you. Look,
Stupid,
you already knew the guy was cheating. Then you said you took a break. Now I don't know what you took a break to do outside of dicks, and I'm not saying that's what you was doing. But anytime
What'd
a
you
woman
say?
telling me I don't know what any woman takes a break with a man to do outside of dicks. I don't know what women do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not accusing you of anything. I don't know your story. I'm not saying you that type of person at all. What I'm saying is you said you took a break. Okay. To me, that means I'm going
We
to do
broke
other
up.
dicks.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
okay.
to you.
My thing is,
That's only to you, but
ma'am,
that's not
I
what
said
that meant for
I'm not
me.
accusing. Ma'am, stop
But
defending
that's
yourself.
what you're suggesting.
I said
No,
I'm not accusing you. I said I'm not accusing you, so you don't need
you
to
said
defend
that's what
yourself.
that means to you.
Oh, ma'am, if you need
Oh
to
yeah, I
defend
don't need to
yourself,
defend myself
that's a
because
person.
that's an
That's a
accusation
personal.
that you're making. You're
No,
saying
ma'am,
because we didn't know.
I literally
To me, that
said
means
I'm not
somebody
accusing.
is doing this.
Ma'am, I literally said I'm not accusing you because I don't know you. So you defending yourself, you're just making yourself sound like the person who did do it. I said I don't know
No,
you,
it does
and I'm not
not.
accusing
No,
you.
it doesn't.
But
I
them
It does
dick
literally,
not.
That doesn't
Man,
apply. That
no, you
applies.
got a
I'm not
twisted
dick ain't
mentality.
spending
That
the
does
night
not
though.
mean that
No,
that's what I
ma'am,
think.
If it
ma'am,
Go
doesn't
ahead and
I
apply,
finish
let
your
it
said I'm
fly.
not
comment.
accusing you. Ma'am, I said I'm not accusing you. So why do you need to defend yourself?
They
You
broke up.
worried about something that ain't
Them
even
dick didn't
happening.
spend the night.
Because I
You know
felt
what I'm saying?
insulted by what you said. Because
Ma'am,
you said to
I
you,
literally,
let
You
me finish
said
what
I
I'm
literally
saying.
said
Well,
I'm
If I
not
let you
accusing you.
finish,
hold on.
you
Let her
said
finish.
you asked me a question. Why are you defending yourself? The why I'm defending myself is because the way you worded that was suggested that I was
well,
out here with other
Ma'am,
men, and that was
I
not the case. That's the way you
I
worded it. So
literally,
I'm just
ma'am,
correcting you on that was what
ma'am,
that did not happen. So yeah,
ma'am,
we took a break from each other, and then we got back. We tried to work on the relationship through counseling, and obviously that wasn't good enough.
Was it church counseling
okay,
or
and ma'am, and what I was
proper
telling you
separate
was,
counseling?
It was not church counseling, no.
Oh, okay.
It
okay,
was
ma'am,
professional
all I was
counseling.
saying to you, all I said to you was, I'm not accusing you. I said when women take breaks, to me, it's to do other dicks. But I'm not accusing you. I literally
That's
said
to
I do
you.
not know. I literally said I do not know you. So therefore, I'm not going to accuse you. Yet you felt the need to defend yourself when I made it clear you're not even being
And just
accused.
okay, but just by
That
you
so
saying
that's where
that,
it become
that
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 become
but
that's
because you're
ma'am,
saying I'm defending
ma'am,
myself, you're trying to make it sound like that's what I was
ma'am.
doing.
Man, what I'm saying is, once I make it clear that there is no accusal toward you, if you want to defend yourself after I made that clear, that's a personal issue going on with you that has nothing to do with me at that
I'm not
point. Because
defending
I made it
myself. You
clear
know why?
I'm not
Because
clear.
any good
Okay, well,
woman
if you're
would
not,
say something to
man,
that.
okay,
Because
man,
I
if you're
am
not
a good
defending
woman.
yourself, just relax.
So any good
Ma'am,
woman,
I
first of
didn't
all,
accuse
that's
you.
something that you
I
would have
haven't
needed to
accused
even
you.
bring
I
up.
haven't accused
But
you. What
you
don't you
are
get?
accusing me by
I'm not,
saying
ma'am.
listen,
because
I'm not
I
listen.
am
accusing you at
offended,
all.
you're saying that there's something to
Roger versus
I
that.
haven't
woman.
So if
accused
anyone
you
else,
at
if that's
This,
all.
does that make
this is
sense
a
to anyone else?
deflection.
Remember,
This is the deflection
Roger.
off of what we're actually talking about to begin with in regards to your as far as your decisions are concerned. This is all just a deflection. You made a decision.
Yeah.
You fucked up. and you have to own it.
Yeah,
So the
but
thing is, listen, no.
I own it.
You're talking this entire time I'm speaking. So the point that I'm making is that you knew he was cheating before you got married, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, I did.
All right, then you made the decision to marry a cheater. Whose fault is that? Yours or his?
I'm not blaming anyone. It was
Listen,
my fault.
listen,
That
why don't you
I
answer the
forgave
question?
him.
Whose fault is it? Yours or his? That's it. Yours or his?
I just
Who made the
said,
decision?
did not say it was my fault.
No,
But
you
All right, then.
again,
No, there's nothing else
it
to be
was
said
my
then. There's
fault.
nothing else
hold
to
on.
be
Because I
said
guess
then.
You
people
said
don't
all you
it was
do
nobody's
is
fault. You
question.
said it was
don't
nobody's
change.
fault.
Uh-oh.
You said it was nobody's fault. That's what you said.
Oh, I didn't mean to say it was nobody's
And
fault.
what
But
you
my
said was
assumption was that he changed. Okay, I made a mistake.
your
No,
assumption
you
was that
felt.
come
I
on,
didn't know.
baby.
I didn't know I was being.
Come on,
I
baby.
feel like I'm actually
Oh
being
my
attacked
God,
when I'm
man.
actually
Come on,
trying to
baby.
be
Come
honest.
on, baby.
So
Come
I'm
on
trying
now.
to,
Come
as
on,
a
baby.
woman who's had this experience, and
Come
I
on,
came
baby.
up here to
Come on,
talk
baby.
about it.
Come on, baby.
I feel
I got
like
two grown
I'm
daughters.
being
No, come on, baby. You know
attacked,
that's no.
actually.
What was it that you
And
Okay,
I'm
y'all.
actually trying to give you advice by saying,
what
tell
did he
your
have?
daughters the truth.
What did he have that made you want to marry him anyway? What did he have? What was it?
Oh, we had a great friendship. We had a really great friendship.
What was it that made you marry him anyway? Okay, if you was his friend, you knew how he was. What made you marry him anyway?
What made I liked his character.
Now, come on now. What was it? What did he have? Was everybody
I'm
else?
not sure. What are you
You
saying?
know what? Because I get guys that marry crazy women all the time, right? To get with them and marry them, and they said they're crazy, right? What did she have that made that you knew she was crazy? Knew that what her character was? You did it anyway. What was it? What was it? What did he have? What's the real reason that you married him? That you had to have him?
Because we had a great friendship. We had a lot of things in common. We had some fundamental beliefs that we agreed upon.
Was he fun? Was he exciting? Did you love him more than anybody else? What was it?
Oh, I loved him. We had fun together. Yeah.
You had fun together. Okay. So what kind of fun did you have together? Do you like to party? Did you like to laugh? What is it? Was he funny? What did he have?
We would go shows, play movies.
Okay.
The things.
So in other words, there's a reason we overlook red flags. We know the red flags are in front of us, right? So there's a reason we make these decisions. I've done it with women, right? Everybody has done that. There's a reason that you overlook them. So the thing is, you overlook them because of this. Okay, so you take your L's when they come.
That's it.
That's it.
And you know what, man?
Yeah,
my
I learned
question
a
to
lesson,
you.
and I'll tell you what I learned. Well, go ahead. What's my question?
Man, were you cheating on him too?
Were
you cheating on him?
You said I.
Were you?
What you said? No, I didn't cheat on him.
I'm asking, were you cheating on him because you accepted a cheater for? And I'm not accusing you. This is just a question.
No, she admitted.
Okay, because. Well, I'm saying she admitted she.
I couldn't hear what you. I can't see what your name says with the.
Okay, well, I'm trying to say.
No, I never cheated on him.
Okay, I asked you that because you accepted a cheater, so I'm just asking, were you cheating too? Because that would have made some kind of sense if you were cheating too.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You were cheated, he a cheater. I get why y'all got together.
Okay.
You know?
No, because that wouldn't have made sense. Because why would I break up with him if I was cheating too and I accepted it?
Well, that happens too. Women cheat too, and they do break up if they don't get
caught. Of course, yeah.
That's if they don't get caught.
So in other words, you married a cheater. That the guy that was womanized. You married him anyway, right? Okay. And then did you break up because he cheated the first time?
When we were dating, yes, I broke up because he cheated.
So did you marry him?
Yep.
I married him down the line. Yes.
Well,
eventually married him.
Marry. Okay, so are you still married to him?
Oh no. That was years ago. No.
Okay, so it was years ago. Okay, so why'd you divorce him if you're not married to him anymore?
You won't believe this one. You won't believe it.
Go ahead. What do you do?
I divorced him because I was wrong to believe that he would not cheat again.
Okay.
I was wrong to believe that, and he did it again.
If I'm listening to the
And
story,
he did
right?
not want to change.
Wow, that's amazing.
Wow. Oh,
Holy
wow.
shit, water is
I
wet.
didn't see that coming.
Water is wet. Jesus
I didn't
Christ.
see that coming.
Me neither. Holy shit.
Wow.
What-
Out of the blue.
what- Well, ma'am, I just want you to understand. You only the reason you feel attacked is because we're sensible men. We've heard a lot of nonsense over the years that came from a lot of women, and we
men.
expect y'all to give us
and men,
nonsense.
and men, not just women.
You know,
and men.
what? Yeah, from men too, at least.
Yeah.
But the men are just a little bit easier just to go and tell us the truth about why they did what they did anyway.
What they did,
You know.
and women kind of cover it up. You know,
Mm-hmm.
men go ahead and take the L's and move on.
Yeah. None of us surprised.
So, I
that they
mean,
would have cheated.
are you saying I'm covering up something?
Yes.
What
yeah,
am I
you are.
Yeah.
covering up?
In other
Protect your
words,
image.
okay. Let's. Okay. Number one. Okay. How long do you know the guy before you married him?
4 years.
4 years. How many times was he dating several other women while you were friends with him?
Not that I was aware of, but again, it was long distance.
Oh my
For the
God.
most of
Oh, my
the majority of
Oh
that.
my God. Bruh.
Oh, you can't make
Hey,
Really?
man.
You
So
can't
you
make
mean to tell me? So you mean to tell me you dated this dude for? You mean to tell me you dated this dude for 4 years, and you decided within long distance, mind you, and how long were y'all around each other before you got married?
When I moved closer to where he was,
the question
so
was
we were around each.
how long was it when you actually in proximity with each other? That's what he wants to know. Just give us a guess.
That's
Don't have to give a story. Give us the answer.
You
then
said
give
in
us a story.
proximity meaning closer, right?
Closer, yes. Where you actually seen these? How often? When you actually close, how often did you actually see each other? Once a week, twice a week, once a day? What?
1 to 2 times a week for about a year.
So you basically dated for about a year. Okay. Okay. So what did he cheat during that time that you were in proximity during the year?
100.
That's when I found out
Found out what?
that he was cheating.
He was seeing other people. He wasn't cheating. He wasn't married yet. He was seeing other people. He was always
Okay,
seeing other people,
well, we had talked about, we had committed to each other.
right? Mhm.
So, yeah,
So
that's when I found out.
in other words, he had the whole time that you were long distance, he was seeing other people, right? And so basically, when you there,
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
Was he
okay.
in another relationship? Possibly?
You know he was.
I couldn't hear what you said.
Was he in another relationship?
Yeah, he was.
Possibly.
He was in another relationship.
Man, y'all
He
know
was
what's up,
never
man.
faithful
course.
to her. BGS was taking us down the line. He was never
Yeah.
faithful to her. The thing was,
No,
he was already dealing with other women,
The women.
and
Yeah.
now
Yes, long
she
distance.
wanted him to stop dealing with the other
With
women.
other women,
So she
yes.
called him a cheater for being himself.
Yes.
Okay. Let's not.
Hey,
Let's
and
not.
D.
I
Kirk.
just want to acknowledge. Thanks, Greg, for the Cash App. I really appreciate it. Appreciate all the support. Rogish, thank you for the 2 super chats. Yeah, because BGS is here, he gave me a super chat, said the BGS tax and K-Rock rocking tax. You know,
So
K-Rock
let's-
rocking
So
tax.
basically, it's like a frog and a scorpion. So it was just like the
basically,
frog and the scorpion.
So basically, you have a long distance relationship for like 3 years, and then you have the actually dating him regularly for a year, right before you get married, right? So when did you actually find out it was actually seeing more than you? How long did it take you to find out?
Oh, so you just suggested that I was cheating,
No, I didn't say
but
that.
I'm not.
No,
I mean, I'm
I didn't
really.
say, we didn't say
I heard you just say that.
No,
So
we didn't say
I
that.
never cheated on
we
him.
didn't say that. We didn't say that.
You
Now
said
listen.
when did he suggest? When did you find out he was cheating more than you?
No. When did you find out he was seeing other people? He wasn't cheating because he was seeing other people. He wasn't committed to you. Okay, you weren't there. When did you find out
Okay,
he was seeing
so
other
I
people?
guess technically to you. Okay, so if you're not married, then it's not considered
It's not
cheating.
really cheating,
Okay.
right? Yeah. So when did you find out he was seeing other people? When you were closer to him?
No, I would say that
Before when we were dating.
I mean,
I had
how,
mentioned that before.
how
When
long
we
did
were
it take you?
dating.
How long did
So,
you
but
you dated for a year when you first got there, right?
I don't
How
know.
how
Guess
long
what?
did it
This
take you
was
to find
over
out?
16 years ago.
Yeah, well, I remember. I
I
remember
don't
stuff.
even remember how
My
long.
fiance, I was engaged
Now you
30 years
don't
ago. I still
remember.
remember shit. Okay, still remember shit. I was engaged 30 years ago. Okay, I still
Hold up.
remember stuff.
Hey,
Okay.
Yeah, I
BGA.
don't remember how long when we were dating while we were in proximity that I found out that he was
He was
dating other women.
other women. Okay, so and once you
But I
found
had
out,
a problem with it, and so that's why I said, okay,
yeah,
I'm done.
you're done.
So yeah, but I knew that was 8. We were apart for 8 months.
Okay, now it's getting more complex. So you found out he was seeing other people. So you broke it off for 8 months. Okay, is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, so why did you go back?
Because he apologized. His mother called me,
Mm-hmm.
Because she was
and
lonely.
he apologized.
Mm-hmm.
What? I didn't hear you.
No,
No,
go ahead with what
he
you
was
were
just being
saying. Go ahead
snarky.
with what you
So
were
he
saying.
apologized, and then what?
He apologized. We talked about trying to work things out. We actually
Uh-huh.
did go to counseling.
Uh-huh.
We went to counseling
Mm-hmm.
for about 6 sessions, and then things were going well for a while, and then he proposed.
Okay. So even with his sketchy past, okay, and his sketchy behavior, you trusted him enough to marry him, okay?
I believed when he told me, and then through counseling from his behavior and what he said, that he was done with that.
How long you go to counseling?
6 sessions.
I think we went to about 6 sessions
That's
over
about a month and a
months.
half.
and basically she
That's it.
wanted to get married. Okay, you wanted to get married, you
All
got
right.
No,
married.
we didn't go. We didn't go that. We didn't go. It was spread out.
Spread out
Yeah, so it was like a
okay.
month and a half.
Well, how much
No,
time
Okay,
though?
okay.
no, just,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay,
okay,
okay.
No, I
no,
just said no. We didn't go for a month and a half.
no,
well,
the
you know,
thing is,
It was
it sound like you
spread
trying to
out,
break
like
a
maybe
Mac
every
from his
couple of
Mac.
weeks,
No,
Okay,
Kimberly.
so it's like
every 2
3 months.
weeks or so.
Okay, 3 months.
Kimberly, it sounds like you was trying to break a Mac out of his machinations. The thing
Yes.
is, you knew he
I
had other
can't hear.
women.
What did you say?
It
It
Speak up.
sound
sounded
like
like what
you.
now? I
It
couldn't hear
sound
you.
like you was trying to break a Mac out of his machinations
She
because
was.
you knew of the other women.
He's
And
gonna change.
yeah, and he wasn't a player because a player, might deceive a woman. You would think you're the only one. You knew you wasn't the only one. So the thing is
I'm the best pussy he ever had.
of the women,
Stop, kid.
of the women
We're trying to get
that
to the
he
bottom.
dealt
You ain't
with,
get to the bottom of
what
that.
is it that made? What is it what is it you think made him propose to you? Because there were other women there. Or did he propose to them as well and they just said no?
Why I wouldn't know that. So
Okay, so how long
But
I
you
were you
knew
wouldn't
of the
married?
know
other
if he
women.
proposed to
You
other
I
knew
know
of
why.
women.
you knew of
I
the
know
other
why.
women though.
Okay,
Right?
you got okay, so you decided to marry. You believed him. You trusted him. You got married. How long were you married?
2 years.
Okay, so what broke up the marriage?
His infidelity again,
So he never
and
stopped cheating.
he never stopped.
Never stopped cheating. Okay, so in other words, basically, you learned your lesson that you can't, just like you can't make a hole out of a housewife
A
out
hole
of
You
a
into a
can't make a
housewife.
hole
you,
into a
a
housewife,
housewife, and
right?
you can't make a husband out of a Mac. Okay.
And hold up, and I'll explain why you
No,
proposed to
that's fucked up.
you.
Mac versus being a husband. That's fucked
you got
up.
hey Rogus, you got to accept him who he is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
You got
wait, wait, no,
So
let me
you
say
say
one
you're
thing
going to
before I'm
explain
gonna get
why
ready to
he
come down.
proposed to me?
What,
I like
we
to
before
know
you
don't
do
why.
know.
You
that,
said
Hold
you're
up,
going to.
come on.
We don't know. Yeah, go ahead.
before
Yo,
you do
I'm gonna
that, before
explain
you
why you.
let me say this because I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here real quick, so let me just go real quick. Well, a quick question for you, man. You were 30 what when you got married? Do you remember that? You were 30 something, I'm assuming.
I was 33.
Mm.
Okay.
And
All
your
right. Now,
clock's ticking. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I already get it. Now, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I mean, I already know what he was doing the whole time. So
Yeah.
all that's clear to me. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So man,
How much money
when
do
you
you
were
make?
when you broke up for that 8 months that you said you broke up for, what was so bad about all the other men that tried to talk to you during that 8-month time frame when y'all were not together that you just bypassed all these other brothers
It's
so
the
you can
tingles.
stay with that cheater?
It's got to be the tingles, baby. That's what it was.
No, I already.
This
I'm not
close
gonna
to
say it's that.
Facts.
I
I
would
want to
say
hear
that's
her
what it
answer.
was.
I dated one guy. I didn't
Yeah.
date very many guys during that time.
No,
Okay.
man, I'm not saying you did. Listen
That
to
just
my
wasn't
question.
available.
Man, listen to my question.
I just
My
answered the
question.
question.
No, you listen to what
How
I
do
asked
you
you.
choose
Listen to what I asked you.
contact?
I said, why did you bypass all those other men when you were broken up for that 8 months? Because in that time, I'm sure other men were trying to talk to you, correct?
I went on dates with a couple of other men, but that we didn't develop anything from there.
There wasn't
Yeah.
no tingles, okay? The homeboy gave you the
Mhm.
tingles, didn't he? Yeah, that's why you stuck with him
Okay.
for all that time.
Oh, well, I'm gonna say this
So
and I'm
I
gonna get up
think
out of here
okay.
just to help.
I
Just
get
to
what
help
this
me.
is. I actually was trying to have a serious conversation,
We are
but
having a
No,
serious
no,
ma'am.
the
I'm having a
tingles,
very
yeah. Yeah,
that's silly.
well, ma'am.
It's
Let me
not
say
silly.
this and I'm gonna
It's
break
not
up out of here.
silly.
One
That's why you got
second,
with
yeah,
him.
because I want to say this
Go
and
ahead.
get up out of here because I
Go
want
ahead.
her to hear
Well,
this.
say it, man. Well,
And
say
then-
it, man. Stop playing.
Yeah.
Say it.
Okay, my bad. Okay, look, at the end of the day, ma'am, you just fell into a trap that a lot of women fall into. You was 30 something. Somebody proposed. Nobody else was going to propose as far as you could tell. So therefore you took the ring that was offered. That's all it was at the end of the day. You were
No,
already an
that's
old
not what it
lady
was.
and somebody
Yeah.
offered you a ring. Therefore, you had to accept that ring because nobody else was about to offer you one.
No,
It's
I
not,
didn't.
and I'm not saying that to
That's
be.
not why.
I'm not
That's
saying that to
not
be.
why I chose
Man,
to marry
ma'am,
Why?
him.
this is
That's
not
not
being
true.
offensive.
Why did you
That's
choose
not
him
why
then?
I
But
chose.
why did you choose him then? You
But
didn't know him
that's
that well.
definitely not the reason. I told you why I
No,
chose him
you didn't
because
know
we
him that
had
well.
friendship.
No, you didn't. You had a long.
I told you why I knew him for 4 years. I told you why I chose him, but the guy that just left, that's not true.
How you have a long
It's
distance
not
friendship?
because I was 33
It
and there was no
was.
one else.
It
I
was.
would not have wanted to waste
So why
the
you?
money we spent on a wedding, me
Oh
moving. That was a
yes,
waste of
yes.
time.
You're
So
33.
Who spent money on that
honestly,
wedding?
that
Hey, who did it,
was
man?
not the
Yes, you wanted
reason
to
Who
why,
spent? Hold on. Who
because I
paid for the
was
wedding? I'm
33.
curious.
So
you
I'm
wanted to
you
curious.
win.
Who
know,
paid for the wedding?
I tell you one thing, I rather would have been single than to have gone through
No,
that.
you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
So
No, you
that's not
wouldn't.
true.
No, you
But
wouldn't.
what
Hold
I
on,
want to say is
Go ahead.
for
No, you
Go ahead.
you
What
wouldn't.
you want
all,
to say?
if you all have daughters, please tell them up front the truth. Tell
do.
them if it is true that a cheater will always cheat. Make sure your daughters know that so they don't waste their time.
You wasn't dealing with a cheater, though.
Did you?
You wasn't dealing with a cheater.
Let me
That
ask you
stop
this
you?
again. Did you have a father? Did you have a father? Did you have a father? Did you have a father?
I had a stepfather and a
That's stepfather.
grandfather.
And a
Yeah.
grandfather. Did you have girlfriends?
Sure, I had girlfriends. Yep.
Did you have
Stop, mute up a
did
little
you have
bit, bro.
girlfriends who had men that cheated on them?
Girlfriends that had guys that had cheated on them. I didn't have
Yes,
any
yes.
married girlfriends.
No. Doesn't
Well, but
matter.
it's not cheating though. You just said earlier it's not cheating. They were dating other people.
Listen to me. Did you have girlfriends who guys that promised them something that caught them with other women? I know you have. Did you? Because you're 30. You got married at 31. You can't be
Oh yeah, I've had that.
In other words, you can't be that naive. You know that once a cheater is always a cheater. But you're old enough. You're not like 18, 19. You're actually 30. You know better. Okay? You knew better. But you did it anyway. Why? So the thing is,
actually, I did not.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You did.
I tried to answer the question. I did not. I have, of course, I've heard once a cheater, always a cheater.
Yes, you did.
But
So
what I should have heard was
business?
never ever cheat, never ever take a cheater back that claims that he is changed
But
and
wait a
goes
minute,
to counseling with you too on top of that.
Kimberly,
That's what I should have
Kimberly,
learned.
Kimberly, if he goes to counseling for
Never take
cheating,
one back.
Kimberly,
you
hear me
haven't
out. Hear
married
me
him
out.
yet.
If he goes to
No.
counseling for cheating, he's lying to himself because he wasn't
I
cheating.
know.
To get multiple
Okay,
women
well then
is
right.
not cheating.
Exactly.
You're not a cheater.
Yeah, you're saying it's not cheating. Okay.
No, it's not cheating. No, because
right. It's not considered cheating.
If they don't
so
know
with
of one
that,
another,
let me say this. With that mindset, if it's not cheating, then how will the couple ever get to marriage?
Kimberly, all right. If those women are unknown to one another, that is what makes him a cheater. But you knew of the other women. That's the difference. So he can't be a cheater.
I didn't knew of the other women. I knew he cheated. But let me ask you a question. How will, if it's not considered cheating, if a man commits to say, okay, it's me and you, okay, we're going to see how things go. I think you're the one. But if it's not considered cheating, if you commit to a woman and it's not considered cheating, how do you ever get to the altar? Because you don't just, so you're saying that men just stop being with other women as long as the fiance doesn't know?
No,
Kimberly. And then you get married?
Kimberly, if you get with a motherfucker
just
who
accept him for who he is.
That's who he is. If you get with a motherfucker who get a lot of women, that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get someone who you can build something together. If this motherfucker already a lot of women, he's already, so accustomed to whatever, and you're trying, I don't know, you're trying to make him a trophy or something, trying to turn him to something that he ain't. The thing is, he wasn't a cheater.
I didn't say that.
Let me finish, please.
You know what's killing me if you make certain assumptions.
That is a very negative accusation for one who has an ease of acquiring women. That's bullshit, because that shit doesn't just occur through motherfuckers deceiving women. You also have those who are blessed with charm, and that grants you, mad access to many women. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make a motherfucker he's only a cheater if he tries to tell all them, well, you're the only one, and they don't know of one another. But you knew of the other women. That's the only difference. And yet you still wish to, label this cat as a cheater. But he was nice enough, to give you a ring and try to see if it worked out or whatever.
But if he admitted to, so guess where he messed up then? Then he admitted that he was a cheater instead of saying what you said. I could have accepted that and moved on. But he decided that, oh no, I'm going to have my mother call you and apologize on my behalf. I'm apologizing. So he should have stayed with what you just told me. He should have stayed with what you just told me. I could have respected that.
Maybe he thought he could. Sometimes guys think they can actually change and they can't. And
who the fuck get their mama to call though? Where do you meet this motherfucker first and foremost? All right, let's get into that.
She met him over. Hey, how did you meet him?
Where you meet this motherfucker?
How did you meet him? How did you meet him?
Well, we met at work.
Working at what?
What industry? But you had a long distance relationship. How did you meet at work?
Exactly.
This company has many different locations.
Okay, where did y'all?
So he was traveling to where I was.
Oh, okay.
He was traveling where you were.
Okay, now
was he your boss?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Was he your boss?
No. No, he worked at another location, another city, and then he came to my location for work.
For how long?
So that's how it turned out to be long distance.
Oh, okay.
So you had a relationship with when he was in your city before he moved back?
No, he didn't move back. He traveled here for work, and that's where we met.
So did you just talk? You hook up? What happened? How you get involved?
We talked. We talked.
So did you go out and date?
Back then it was very cheap to fly. This was before 9/11. So we would fly back and forth. So yeah, it was always fun. So it was never like a day-to-day, where you're really around the person. So, and that was that. So
That
that's
was
a that
fun.
was a lesson learned too. You really have
It
to
was
be around
convenient.
somebody day to day.
So
Yeah,
another
you
so
really
another
have to
way.
be around
Now,
someone day to day.
what I really want to know, what you haven't really said because you've been avoiding, what did he have that made you fall for him? Because you haven't really said it.
I
It was
told
the gift.
you
No, I don't believe
he
it.
was
I,
we had such good friendship. Now I
I
can
don't
tell
believe that.
you
I don't
if
believe
you
that.
don't want to
It was
believe
the
it
I
gift.
because
don't believe that. I don't
then
believe that.
I don't what would you want me what do you want me to
Well,
say?
as a friend, what did he do for you? As a friend, what did he do for you? Did he help you out with the bills? Did he give you advice? What did he do for you?
No, we had a lot of things. We had a lot of things in common.
He
And
was
we
you.
like to do some of the same things. So
He
that's what
no,
we had in common.
he was compatible, okay, but he was never your friend because you were dating, okay.
Compatible, we had the same experiences. He lost his dad. I lost my grandfather was just closest to my dad. You
So
know,
so another
the father figure.
so
So
another way.
we had those things in common.
So what sealed the deal? Why he was the one to actually get married to? Because marriage is a big step. What sealed the deal? That he was the one.
He was just the one. He was the one.
Why?
Yep.
Why?
Because of the friendship, because of the character, and I know y'all gonna go for that one. The character that he displayed,
What character was
how
that?
he treated his family, his friends.
What character was that? What kind of character did he display?
Yeah.
That you liked so much?
How deep was his character?
You know, what did he do that impressed you as far as his character? Give us an example.
Well, he did a lot of community service. He was a good with his nieces, good with his nephew. He looked like he would be a good.
When a woman or a man falls in love with each other, there's always a moment that you remember why you fell in love with that person, right? Sometimes it's the first look, sometimes it's something that they do. Some they say, what was the moment where you knew he was the one? What happened?
I can't tell you. That's
Come on,
so
yes,
Hollywood. I can't tell you
it's
one.
not
It's just
Hollywood.
something
It's
that
true.
grew.
It is true.
We grew. It just.
No.
I don't think
What is
that
it?
was true for me.
No. It is true for you. What is it? You just don't want to tell us.
There's not one thing that made me fall in love with him.
But
It
you
was
actually
again, we had a lot in common with it was our talks, our friendship.
there's a moment where you realize that you're in love with that person. What moment was that?
The moment that we our friendship was so great. So, and I'm being completely honest with you.
Okay, wait a minute.
And you were looking for something else. I don't know what to tell
Yo,
you.
this friendship sounds magical. What did he do within it? Was it the way that you spoke to one another?
I don't know why. There's not that concrete. I don't know. It's not magical. It's just what it was.
It's amazing.
We all been in love. We all had, I got 3 kids. We've all been in love countless times, right? There's always a moment that okay? Same thing with the women. There's always a moment that they know, okay? Thing is that you know what it is. You won't tell us, but you know, okay? It ain't been that long because you're still bitter that he cheated on you after how many years?
Okay, I think the whole reason this came up was because we were talking about fathers and what they should tell their daughters.
Right.
Okay.
That's how this whole we've been talking about me for the longest.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's how this came up.
But you're not a man. How do you know what fathers should tell daughters? You're not a man.
Thank you.
Oh, but that's the same as the gentleman said when some of you all say, "Oh man, you married, you can't tell me about women or the single
No.
men
Let me
say,
clarify.
"Oh no,
You
well
can't.
you
You
single."
clarify.
That's
A
the
single,
same. That's
no,
the
no,
Let me
same. That's
clarify.
the same.
listen to us. A single man cannot tell a married man what it's like to be married because he's not married. He doesn't know what. He never had a wife before. There's a difference. Like tell
Let
a
me.
man, like tell like
But
somebody
a
telling
married
me,
man has
hold on,
been
hold on,
single.
let me finish,
So
right?
okay, yeah,
Hold on,
single men, but
hey, let me finish, okay? You've been talking to people. Let me finish, right? Same thing about telling a father that has children uh, from a man that doesn't have kids. So there's a difference. You've never been through it before, okay? That's what we're saying. Single man cannot tell a married man about being married. He's never been married. Tell him about women because women are women, but a wife is different from a girlfriend.
Let me
Preach.
clarify what I said earlier. That's when Ism was on his little trip or whatever. How
Okay.
could I be a married man talking about hoes and everything? I
Because
wasn't talking about hoes in a sexual way. What I
no.
was saying was I'm a married man, but I can still talk about the subject matter that I want to talk about on this platform. That's
Yeah.
what I was saying.
Yeah, and he wasn't born married. Okay,
right. So
he's been
I
out
can
there.
talk about the subject matter because I'm
No,
not a man, but I've been a daughter. I can talk about the subject matter of what I feel like black men or any man should tell their daughter
okay. What should
about
they tell?
men from
What should
my
they tell?
experiences.
Have
What
you ever
what
had
should
a whole
what
phase? Have you ever
what?
had a whole phase?
Hey,
No,
let,
I have not.
let me
You
read these
okay?
super chats. Let me read these
Okay.
super chats.
Respect.
Roger Report, what's going on? That was Roger that was just up here talking to you.
Roger.
He was like, ma'am, I wasn't trying to make a joke out of your situation. You were in your 30s and you picked a man that was at your level. That man offered a ring and no one else did. That was the man you were worthy of at that
At
point.
that point, yeah,
Mm.
that's what he's
All
saying,
right.
which is probably true.
Okay. So and I could be okay with that,
Yeah.
but I did not sign up for someone that was going to cheat in our
Yes, you did.
marriage.
Yes, you did.
So
Yes, you did. You signed up for that.
no,
You
stop,
did.
please. Let
No,
me
no, no,
finish.
no, no, no. Yes, you did
No, I
because
did not sign up. I did
what
not sign up
was he a
for
cheater before
that
you got
because
married?
he
Was he a
told me
cheater?
that he would not
It
do that.
doesn't matter. Was he a cheater
He
before you
told
got
me he
married?
would
It
not do
doesn't
that.
matter. It doesn't matter.
He
It's
told
action,
me he would not do
actions,
that.
actions,
So you,
actions,
well, his
actions speak louder than words.
actions before that also showed that.
No, it didn't.
But
No, it didn't.
again, I accept the responsibility. That
Yeah,
was my bad
you signed up for it.
choice.
You signed up
And
for
so
it.
I got myself out of the
Yeah.
situation. Unfortunately, I was older and then I did not meet anyone else. So, but yeah, I chose to marry him,
A
and
cheater.
then I chose to get out of that
Yeah,
situation.
that's fine. Yeah.
So I own that.
How
I
did you
own it.
feel? How did you feel when his mother called you on his behalf?
You're
Please,
30.
just may I show you my
She was
birthday
20, I
flag?
believe it, man. She's 30. Come on now.
How did you
Oh,
feel?
if you call,
That is,
please help me out.
you're in your 30s. Come on. Mama called you. Convince you.
Hold up. I got a question. How old was the dude? How old was he? He was probably in his
He
20s.
was
For
2
his mom
years
to
older
call it.
than me.
He was what? How old are you? How much older than you?
And his mom called up?
He was 2 years older.
He's 2 years
What
old.
the fuck?
He
He
talk
was
about
in
you
his, he
all
was
the
in his
time,
mid
baby.
30s. He was
He
in his
talk
mid
about you
30s
all
or
the time.
close to late 30s.
Oh my God. And you didn't know. Come on, baby. You're 30s. You should know better.
So
Wow.
Yeah.
you know, I
Wow.
don't know.
He
I
didn't
don't
fool
know.
you.
I feel
He didn't
like
fool you.
I
Jimmy,
came on here. I don't really I just kind of feel like it's being made
Feel
a mockery of.
no.
But
No, it's
I
not
was
being made.
really,
no,
yeah,
I
I
mean,
know I'm feeling
I
because
do.
people
No,
do
not at
have
all.
feelings. I
Not
know
at
y'all don't like
all.
that word,
No,
but
we
feel
like
like, and
people think. Yes.
I'm a
Yeah.
huge fan of Kevin Samuel, so I know where that comes from.
But Kevin Samuel's
But
like my little brother. So I know. I've been knowing Kevin
You in the
since
space that birthed
2015.
him,
Okay.
baby.
Okay.
You in the
Me,
space that
me,
birthed him. Welcome.
okay,
Welcome to the
so
Black
Kevin
Manosphere.
started on my panel. Okay. That's where he
Welcome to
started.
the Black Manosphere.
Making the Black Manosphere.
Hey, look, hey, I'm glad that you were able to come up here, Kimberly. I really
Yeah,
appreciate
you got some
it.
hard
I
respect.
appreciate
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
any guest that comes up here. And
Yeah.
you stepped into the fire and you You know, you
Yeah, I
no,
stepped into the fire. All right. Yeah.
yeah,
So,
but let me
so
read.
So,
Let
Welcome
me
to
read
the
the
read
super
the
code.
super
chat.
chat, but I want to know what does you actually want men to actually tell their daughters, okay, about men that we don't tell them about.
Yeah. She,
I guess you weren't on earlier when the gentleman was talking about it,
Let me read
but
the super chat. You can
I
actually repeat
said,
it. Hold. Let me read the super chat first, okay, and then tell me, okay?
right,
yeah,
yeah,
Because
something about
I
some
got two
sausage.
daughters. I got two
Okay.
daughters
yeah.
in their 30s,
Jim
okay?
Ratto 8. He said, "Man, be honest. It was the sausage. I think he was drinking it.
Yeah, there we go. This is what happens at 2:47 in the morning.
Well, you
Okay.
called. You
On a
signed up for it. Now tell me what should a grown man tell his daughters about men, in your opinion?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
What should a father tell his daughters? Number one, when should he tell them, and what should he tell them about men?
Well, I think he should tell them as they grow. Okay. So like the one
What should he
someone
tell
has
them?
an 8-year-old daughter. So for instance,
You
if
don't tell
she's
them. Look,
listening to the type of music that has negative speech about women or about black men or whatever,
uh-huh.
you should talk to them about what
You
they're
should
hearing.
you should
And
you
that's
should
not
no,
that's not real.
you should cut it off. They don't even understand what they're hearing. Number one, you should cut it off. Okay, they
Right.
can't
But they
understand
are
it.
going to hear that in the street.
I
So you're
understand,
never, I
but
know
that's in
you
the
will
street.
not.
That's in the street. You can't talk to an 8-year-old
Yeah.
about
So
sex and
you,
that
but
kind of stuff.
but that kid,
Go do it in the street.
You
your
cannot.
kid will
Do you
not
have
exist
do,
in a
do
vacuum.
you have children? Do
So
you have
I
children?
definitely
Do you
believe that.
do you
Don't ask me
hold
that
on
question
hold on a second. Do
because
you have
that's the
hold
saying.
on
What you're going to say is
hold
you
on
can't say if you don't have children.
no don't put
So
words in my mouth. Do you have children? That's what I want to
no,
know.
I do not have children.
Okay. Now, the thing is,
Interesting.
you can't tell 8-year-old that kind of stuff, right? Boy or girl, it's too early.
Way too
Right,
damn
your
early.
kid is going to go to school unless
Yes.
you live in a vacuum,
Yes.
and they're going to come home singing these rap songs
And
and they don't know what it is.
you
You're going
tell
to have to
them.
explain that to them.
That's why you give them the game.
Yeah,
Man.
you don't give them the game at 8.
Exactly.
You tell them that's not what you're supposed to be listening to. Okay.
Mhm.
And when you're old enough, I will actually explain it to you. That's what I tell
Right,
my
you
grandson.
teach them what is appropriate.
I do.
Right,
And
you
number
teach
one,
them what is appropriate.
yeah, I know.
And you
I have 3
what?
children and 5 grandsons. I know.
And Kimberly, I have 3
Right.
kids
So
myself.
yeah,
Listen, I have 2 adults myself. I have a 19, an 18, and a 16-year-old. There's a time and place for everything.
okay.
For everything. So the thing is that you can't just go
Right.
right into, well, don't listen to this because they're going to make you go out there and suck like 10 dicks by the time you hit your fucking sophomore year in high school. You know what I'm saying? No, you just like BG has said,
Of
you let them
course.
know you cannot listen to
Right.
this,
And you
leave it at that, and that's it.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Let me
right,
read
but
Roger's
as they
quote.
get older,
Kimberly.
you explain to them, hey, why that music is out there and how it affects our people. C. Dolores Tucker was completely right
Oh
in
God.
what she said. But there's a pediatrician that spoke and said that there's two fights you're going to have with your children. One is you're going to have when they're 5. That's the one as a parent you need to win. The one at 18 is the one they need to win. And that, to me, that meant that at 5 years old, you need to be the one guiding them and telling them what right from wrong. But by 18, you should have instilled in them enough for them to know
you want some game?
right and wrong and for them to go their way.
You want some game about that? You want some game? You want to hear? Because I've done this with my kids and my grandchildren. Want to hear? You don't start at 5. You start at 2.
Go ahead. Yeah.
You start at 2. You can't win the war at 5. You don't start at 2 years old. By the time they're 5, they should already know the game, right? I never had a problem with my grandson or my kids at 5 years old. I started at 2. Okay. Most women don't start. They think, oh, he's so cute. He's disrespectful at 1, 2, 3, 4 years old. By the time they're 5, it's a war. It shouldn't be a war. You start at 2. That's the game.
Fuck them kids up.
Exactly. As soon as they make their first step.
Yeah, I think the point of what he was saying was that you at a young age is when you have to really get with your kids and teach them right from wrong.
You
I
start
think that's the point. Yeah.
what no, the thing is I'm
So
giving
we
you
can
the
agree
game.
on that.
No, give me the game precisely because I've done this many not only with my kids, with my nephew, with my niece, and with my nephew's child, right? And she was 2. I taught him right in front of him how to actually do it, right? And she's 2, how to get her straight at 2 years old. I got my middle grandson, my second grandson, right? Nobody actually do anything with him except me because I started at 2. I didn't start at 5. Okay, you start at 2. You start embedding that idea and that thought early. You don't start at 5. 5 is too late. 15 is way too late.
I'm sorry. I just read this super chat from the Roger Report Live. Hold on, ma'am. Can I read it?
Go ahead.
Can I? Okay.
You're having
this
fun,
is from
aren't
the
you?
Roger Report Live. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, "Hold on, ma'am. Don't leave yet. I'm going to have my mom call in and ask you not to leave yet." I love it. That was good.
If you were my daughter, and you called me, so you're gonna marry a dude that has other women, and you left him because he was with other women, and you went to counseling, I'd have told you if you marry him, it's on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Did you ask a man about marrying that dude?
Look,
no.
If you didn't, why? Why didn't you? Who'd you ask for advice going through this?
Yeah, for real.
No one until after it was in deep trouble.
Because you wanted
No man.
that guy. Because you wanted that guy.
Yeah, that's what it was.
My daughter did
honestly,
the same stuff.
I was embarrassed after the cheating to mention it.
Quit saying the cheating. Quit calling this motherfucker a cheater, Kimberly.
Whatever.
I can't see what your name is at the top with the avatar. That's a show.
If you were embarrassed, why'd you marry the dude?
Yeah, why you marrying that motherfucker?
This doesn't make sense. If you're embarrassed, why you still marry the guy?
Okay, well, so you know what? We're having a whole new. We're going down a whole nother line. I messed that up.
Welcome to the Black Manosphere. Okay,
in other words, you know when I started telling my daughter about boys, she was 3, okay? But it was appropriate. I really gave her the game when she was 12, okay? I gave her more game when she was 16. By the time she was 23, she knew better, okay? It was on her. Did you introduce that man to your family before you married him?
No. Yes.
You did?
Mama and daddy.
Yes. Yes.
You did.
Mama,
so they
daddy,
approved that you getting married to this guy.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
no, they didn't.
No,
they didn't. You knew better.
It's a yes or no question.
I already know that. I got 2 daughters.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is, it wasn't an exact what do you think about this?
Come on, girl.
I know,
So in other words, when you brought the guy around your family, what did they think about him?
She did.
Okay. Yeah.
Nah, you know what she did? She pulled up to the cookout and left them in the car and whatnot, and then introduced them that way.
What I'm saying, man, where I work, man, I must have known at least 4,000 black women. I've done everything. I do mean everything. Okay. Everything. I've been
to call this motherfucker a cheater. Get the fuck out of here. That cat is not a cheater.
You know when that changed? You know when that changed, Rogish? You know when that changed? When black women couldn't get married anymore. Okay. They started making boyfriends almost like husbands.
Yeah.
Okay?
She married dude. She married dude because she didn't want to be alone. That was about.
Well, it could be it. But the thing is, there's a reason that she married him. She would have never
Well, no,
said
I want to
exactly.
know the reason he married her. That's what I want to know. That's why I asked her, what does she do? How much money she make? If she know he got other women, it's like,
Yo.
wait a minute, what is making him select you out of these other women?
That's
His
weird.
bottom bitch. He wanted a bottom bitch.
Hey, y'all.
Hold on,
Hey, listen
nobody
up.
Okay, we
rejected
can-
that.
Guys, listen up. Listen up. I got to be up in like 2 hours.
All right.
Oh,
All
shit.
right.
Hey man,
Okay.
be blessed, brother. Go to bed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man, I tell you, man, I have heard everything. As soon as she didn't take around the family, what did I say? You're serious? You take about a guy, you take around your family and your
true.
best 5 friends, right? Your 5 best friends. If you haven't done that, then you were trying to hide this dude. Okay, you knew that he wasn't the right dude for you. Yeah, you can almost tell it. You're proud of this guy.
Okay,
you
I
showed him off
hear
to everybody.
I hear you.
You showed him off to everybody.
You're right.
Proud of him.
And yeah,
You
and
did.
I was not proud after
Exactly.
what happened.
Yeah, exactly. So
it was a mistake.
Yeah,
but it was a mistake made kind of late. So unfortunately,
Yeah, not really. You knew better. Thing is, it is what it is. Everybody makes them. It's okay.
Everybody fucks up. It's all
No,
good.
I
It's
just
life.
said it was some. So
Yeah,
it wasn't unfortunate. You're saying?
No.
I felt it was made kind of late in life. That was a big mistake to make pretty late in life.
So why you?
So,
not really. If you're 50,
yeah.
you're late in life. You're 30, nah, not really. How come you didn't get married before? What was the point? What was the whole deal? You didn't want to get married? What happened?
I had not met anyone. I mean,
So
you do
that's
have
right.
them. It just doesn't happen.
Yes,
Yeah.
it does. When a woman wants to get married, she
No.
gets married.
A man controls access to relationships and marriage.
In other words, was it somebody that you wanted to marry that didn't accept you as a wife?
No.
In other words, you didn't want to get married.
All right, Kev, have a good night, man.
I just
All
said
right,
that
Kev.
was.
All right,
Good night,
Juan.
brother.
Appreciate you
But
coming.
we'll
Yeah,
counsel
there
you.
was no one. There was
counsel
no
you.
one I had met.
We'll counsel
Yeah.
you the next time.
We'll
Okay? You
counsel me
weren't
another
ready to get
day.
married. Yeah.
Okay.
You weren't ready to get
All
married.
right, Rogus.
All right. Good
All right,
night,
y'all.
guys.
Peace
Bye
out.
bye.
All right, Kim,
Peace,
Ron,
Timberland.
thanks for coming through. Thanks, BGS.
All right, peace, brother.
All right, D. Scott. Thank you all for coming through. Let me go ahead and say this about my final statement. Just make better decisions, people. That's all. Nobody's judging, nobody's complaining. Just make better decisions. Because if we don't, there's always going to be content that focuses on these lackluster decisions that we all make. And by all means, based on the subject matter from the first hour and a half here, stop making idiots famous. Stop making idiots famous. We got enough idiots out here in this world that, do shit like this. So enjoyed everybody that came through, even Sir Ism. Yeah, appreciate you all stepping up on the panel. All of you guys are great. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the Cash App from Greg. I really appreciate everything all you guys support. And I will be the Black Manosphere Show of the Week this week. You guys, like I said, anybody in the space that wants to do a show of the week, feel free to step up. I mean, it's 4 of us. So anyway, that's it. That's it for me. I'm about to take a nap because I gotta be up in 2 hours. Hopefully I can get up for that, whatever I gotta get up for in 2 hours. But it's that's life, and that's it. Thank you, Kev. We trust. Oh, wait a minute, who did this shit right here? Somebody finally did it after all this time.
Now I'm feeling objectified by your male gaze. Damn.
I got a thumbs down. I thank all of you for it. So that's it. Kev, we trust. Long live the habitual line steppers. When you don't give up, you win. And that's all there is to it. Peace out. See you guys at 7 o'clock tomorrow evening or later this evening. Peace out.